Hello. I'm just like the cool guy who like. Hello? We're streaming. We're gonna be talking to Pieman, asking Pieman that she is transsapien. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some things to do. I missed a day, but we're back. We're back and we're black. L stream nigward testicles. Why don't you fucking like suck my penis? Or dude. You know how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show coming. Let me start off with the intro music. Sorry I missed yesterday. Had some things to do, you know. But we're back. We're gonna play a banner song. Real method hours. Sup, Lerix Epic stream the other day. Thank you, man. That was one for the books. That was great. We're gonna be calling Jalyn. Hopefully Lilith on the phone too. Leak everything tonight. Okay, people are like calling me a leaker. It's like, I didn't leak shit, okay? It was all funny for content. It wasn't that deep. Everyone was like thinking it was a big deal. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Guys, Pie Man added me. Oh, sorry, Pie Woman. Pie Cunny added me on Discord. You edged the chat for 2 hours. I know, that was pretty homosexual. But, you know, you ended up getting the content, so. But Pie Man added me on Discord, so I'm gonna give him a call after this. To see if I can confront them on the CP allegations. Good one, Nigger Testicles. My favorite fan. My man belongs in jail. Hey, Lerix, I used to watch you back in 2020. You made a video on something gay named Behizzy. Good seeing you still around. What's up, Critical Shogun? What's up, Skeleton? What's up, Luna Lizzie? What's up, Robin? What's up, Skeletons? We are back with another great show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lerix Live channel. Lerix Live stocks are going to the move. Going to the fucking moon. The live stream numbers are just going up and up, okay? Last stream, we had like average 200 or whatever. What song was that? That was Let It Bleed by The Used. Great band, great band. But, we got some great shit to go over. I saw some people asking in the chat, are there new Pyrocynical allegations? Did he touch a new kid? How old was the French girl? It's nothing new. I wanted to actually go back to the old drama for some content. Because, you know, there's some stuff to cover on stream, but not for a full, like 2-hour stream or 3-hour segment. But so I wanted to go over the old drama of not only Pyro's response, but the Turkey Tom videos and then Turkey Tom's response, because I am semi-familiar with the story, but I wasn't in the community when this happened. This was like 2020, but this is when I was like first getting very acquainted with the community and I think it was like right before my time. I didn't really pay that much attention to it, and I wasn't involved that much. And this is like one of Turkey Tom's biggest fuck ups in his whole career. Like, this is one of the worst things he's ever done. So I'm curious to see if it's actually bad or not. And because apparently he falsely accused him of being a pedophile, and that's not the case. But then I've heard Tom say that he defends this video still to this day. I heard him say that in like a couple of streams. So I'm interested about that. And also on top of that, going over the Toastify video of the French girl. I didn't know that's literally the title. The French girl, commentary's darkest secret. So we're gonna go over that video. It's apparently like the context of the French girl. How old was she? Did he rape her? All questions are to be answered live today on the show, on the program. But first, you know, we got to cover some Spurgy drama. Wait, first, should I call Pieman? Let me call Pieman. If you guys remember Pieman, hello, am I calling? Why is like Discord retarded? Why is my Discord retarded right now? Let me change my settings. Okay, here we go. Yo, Pieman, pick up. Answer. If you guys remember Pieman, that was a person who allegedly got hello Pieman.
Hello, Lerix.
Hello, I'm glad that you called in on stream. So, Pie Girl.
Oh, you on stream? Interesting.
Oh yeah, you're live, by the way. So no, don't admit to accepting any more CP from people. I'm sorry. Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, wait. Just a little bit of context. I'm actually pretty sure you saw the stream from the other day. I saw you left a comment on the VOD or something.
Yeah, I said Tom W.
You said Tom W to call
something like that.
Okay, so to my knowledge, what we covered is that you tried to expose a guy for being a pedophile, correct?
True.
And he was going in depth. I forgot his name, but there was some guy who was going in depth about how he said he wants to rape your IRL friends, and he was making a plan for it. So you started compiling a whole bunch of information. You asked him things on the lines of what's the lowest age you would fuck, and he stopped at like 6 years old, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I think I said something like how far down the pedo pipeline he was.
The pedo pipeline. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Wait, real quick. Sorry. Toastify wants to be added to the call. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Big fans of Toastify here. Let's see.
True. He makes good videos.
Let's go. Let's go. Hello.
Hello. Okay. So I'm just getting down. I'm trying to get the details straight with Pie Man, Pie Girl. Sorry, but you go by Pie.
Sure. Yeah. I was gonna say I'm actually making a video on the whole thing that should be out in a few weeks. But yeah, I'll address whatever now too.
On like the allegations.
No.
Yes.
Is it on?
Well, there's two videos.
On like
one video is on the allegations. No. Okay. One is like on these allegations.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought okay. It was weird context. Okay, because I asked like, are you Pie Girl, and she's like, well, I'm gonna make a video on it.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't hear that.
My HRT.
Yeah, just call me Pie or whatever.
Okay, Pie. They them. Okay, so I have a question. So you received CP to try to report it to the FBI to try to incriminate this guy, correct? Like you accepted CP.
Correct.
Okay. I don't know what I expected. I don't know if I expected you to be that forthcoming with that, but
I said that before. Like I was,
Pie,
I wasn't exactly the smartest in exposing people. True.
Pie, can you explain the Blur TV drama to Lerix? Lerix is uninformed.
Okay, sure.
I think we need.
Okay, so what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you know how before I said in the document I said that I accepted some of my friends' nudes without them knowing because they sexted Lucy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Blair TV was one of those people, right? Okay. And Blair TV was like my best friend for like a year. So that was like, really fucked and stuff.
Wait, who the fuck is Blair TV?
Okay, Blair TV is like a commentator person.
Yeah, commentary person, bunk order. They like do like they're in a bunch of like fucking Twitter
Yeah,
commentary drama.
She's not another trans person. You know,
What is
we're
up?
all
The
really,
trans are not
fucked.
okay. What's going on? Like, we got Pie Girl in the calls. Blair TV apparently has got some allegations. Lilith and fucking Jalyn are having a whole like WWE cage match at their apartment, trying to get each trans person evicted from their place. This is not good.
The estrogen is making people mentally ill.
Thank you. Someone admitted it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, but
So,
keep going. What's this?
Okay, so Blair TV, she went basically insane, and she became focused on like revenge, and then, so in May, I got into a relationship with this person called Vari, who had made gore art of Turkey Tom. That's how she was known. Well, they were known.
I can't verify.
So they got in a relationship with me, and then Blair TV found out about this, and then because she was also friends with this Vari person, and she found out the whole relationship was fake, right? This is all a whole psyop. And then eventually in December, after like 6 months of being in the relationship, and Blair only found out about the relationship being fake in September, by the way. So in December, Blair TV DM'd me and then basically revealed to me the whole relationship was fake. And was like, mocking me and all that sort of stuff. And she had been like sort of involved in continuing the relationship and all that stuff.
I'm sorry. What's like the story here? Sorry, I don't want to be like fucking disrespectful, but like, what's the point? Is someone like a pedophile? Is someone a rapist? What? Because these are a bunch of like spurks in a relationship on Discord. Like, what's the juice here?
Well, Blair helped orchestrate a fake relationship with me for like months, and also this person, Vari, had been manipulating me into physical abuse, basically like cutting myself and that sort of stuff. And Blair knew about this and basically didn't do anything because she like hated me and
so
just
someone
didn't
manipulated you to cutting yourself and also manipulated you to getting into a fake relationship?
Yes.
Okay. All due respect, this is like spurky as fuck. Back to like,
Sure.
I just want to
This
go
is
into
the perfect content. No worries.
I just want to go to the first story, involving the CP allegations. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
So you accepted the CP report to the FBI, but also there's another alarming thing. There's another alarming thing that I saw in the document that you made that I saw in Tom read out in his video, is that you said you played along with his fetishes to try to catch him more.
At what point was that? Because
at what point was that? What do you mean?
At what point was I playing along with the fetishes? Because I don't think I remember playing along with it like in the latter stuff.
So there
I
was
remember like the earlier stuff, like the rape stuff.
Yeah, so I remember at the beginning of the document you said like you were jealous that this guy was talking about how he wanted to rape your friends, and you're like, damn, why couldn't that be me? Like, I'm right here, babe. Please rape me. Like, I heard, like, that's what the beginning of the document started of, is that you were one to play into that. So, rape play, that's been confirmed. But there's been other things about how you said that to further incriminate him, you would play into his other interests and fetishes. And I think you kept it as vague as that. Now, what I wanted to ask, what is that? What's the implication?
I'll explain about that. Okay, by playing along, I don't mean like I was like, also saying that sort of stuff. I think what I meant is like I didn't act like I was actively repulsed by it, because if I was like asking him about it to get evidence, I couldn't like say, oh, you're disgusting, also tell me like about like you saving CP and stuff, because that would just make him like block me.
So you didn't actively like take part in the pure
I didn't
role play,
I didn't do that.
Okay, you didn't.
No. Like the extent of what I played into sexually was when like I engaged in the rape roleplay of like myself before, which I already admitted to.
Okay, brilliant.
Are the incest allegations true?
False. They are not true.
They're not true? What's the basis behind the incest?
So
I think Lucy in his document accused me of having an incest kink.
What's the basis behind that though?
I don't know.
You don't know where, so they accused you of being into fucking your sister out of nowhere.
I can probably find it. 1 second, because I tweeted about this.
Maybe like I can't even remember what our DMs was. Maybe like I called him daddy once or something, and he thought.
Well, hang on,
that
let me-
I don't
let me-
even
let me-
remember. I don't remember.
Let me read this direct quote from Lucy's
Yo,
Twitlonger.
thank you, Casey Flock, for the 10.
Pictures
Just
of
got
people.
here.
Olivia sent
9/11
pictures of people
stream,
decreasing
yes.
age to me. At this point in time, she and I had been doing sexually explicit things bordering on extremely taboo. For example, I would play into her incest kink when she was horny, and she'd tell me she wanted to be my daughter and things of that nature.
Wait. Did you just
There we go.
did you just lie to us live on air, Pie Girl? How could you do that? So you played into the incest kink? You're an incester.
No.
You fuck your daughter.
She said she played it. He said he played into my incest kink, and I don't have an incest
Oh, am I a
kink. don't
retard? Did I
remember
completely
what-
listen that wrong?
Yeah,
to-
you
to
you
Pie?
missed.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
you
a fucking idiot.
you
Okay,
missed
never
that.
mind. Never mind,
This is
never
a
mind,
statement from
bad.
Lucy, not Pygo. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they played into. Wait, say it again. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone.
So Lucy is saying they played into Pygo's incest kink. Pygo is saying they don't have an incest kink. So yeah. Do you want me to read it again?
So they're accusing Pie. Okay, you know what? Well, let's just say the incest allegations are to be determined. Okay, we can't say what.
Yeah, sure. I
We
can't
got
preview
one
either
side
way.
of the story. Okay, that's all we know. But so then I guess what's your takeaway after the fact? Like a year in the future, when you try to expose this person of being a pedophile, what do you see? Like, what would you do differently? I guess.
I think I would probably like get someone else to do it, just because I think like honestly I don't have like experience with exposing people I didn't know about, or like how to go about this stuff, and honestly I would just act like a colossal retard during the whole thing.
Was
I
there
think
any
that's just the
follow
main
up?
takeaway.
Did this like rapist pedophile get like you sent your FBI tip about the child porn?
Well,
What happened to the guy?
I sent an anonymous tip, so like I mean I don't know about the internal FBI investigation stuff. Like they didn't like contact me after because it was an anonymous tip. So I hope he's arrested. I haven't heard from him since. So
he's still out in the streets, like.
Or
potentially-
maybe
I don't
he's
know.
been arrested. We don't
I have
know.
no idea.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's been.
Wait,
maybe
Aiden
he's
Project
been
is saying it's all lies in the chat right now. What's going on here?
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
Aiden have.
What's going on?
Aiden.
Hello, Aiden Project.
the
Welcome to the stream.
Hello,
It's
Aiden.
all
That's true.
lies.
$20 to kick Aiden, guys. All right, go. What's all lies? What's all lies? Come on, let's hear it, Shekel.
Rescind the offer. I'm leaving now.
So you have nothing?
No, I do. I just don't want you to make $20. So I'm gonna leave until you say that people shouldn't give you 20.
Aiden, you
I don't
suck.
want
Okay, what is...
What the fuck? I need to like talk.
Aiden is such a fucking tard. Oh my god, he's so cringe. Jesus. Well, I mean, that's the story, Aiden. So it's either you come back or I'm leaving the call. Like, I have nothing else good. I have
Aiden, if
nothing
you're
else to
still
ask Pie
listening-
Girl.
Aiden, if you're still listening, you need to check my DMs with you. Real important stuff going on in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The bisexual allegations need to be addressed, you fucking okay. Okay, Aiden, what's up? What's the lie? Hello? You are such a Aiden, are you a retard? Holy fuck, Aiden, you are actually like killing the stream. You suck. You suck. Okay, dude.
Hello?
This is what?
Oh.
Yeah, I could hear you.
I will tell you everything if you rescind the offer.
Stop being cringe. Okay, just debate. What is Pie Girl lying about?
I don't know what Pie Girl said, but Pie Girl
oh
is-
my fucking god, you suck. And
I-
you're
No, let him
bisexual.
cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. I want to hear him.
Thank you. At least someone has a brain in this call. What I wanted to say was, Pie Girl, is it true that you were friends with this person for months, long after they admitted they were a pedophile, and you didn't report them for months and months?
Who?
I forget the guy's name.
Isn't
The
it
black
Lucy?
Wait,
guy.
you mean Lucy?
Lucy?
No,
Yeah.
that's false. Literally the day I found out about that, I was trying to expose him. Like I found out a day before the thing happened.
Is it true you were like sending him pictures of children?
I think at one point I sent him pictures, like safe for work pictures of children in decreasing age, asking him like, to try to find out how far down the pedo pipeline he was, which I said in the document.
Pedo pipeline.
Which was bad, but it's not, not CP.
No.
What was
pictures.
a lie though, Aiden?
Nothing. I just
Okay,
made it up.
you guys both suck at this. Jesus Christ, dude. Actually, like, destroying the stream.
Oh, what the fuck? Aiden, you need to check my DMs if you're still listening. We have
Here,
some
I got some,
important
okay, so
things.
Toastfire, I don't know if you want to stick around for this. So, we're going to go over your video and the whole French girl situation. But also, I wanted to go over here. Let me share my screen real quick. I wanted to go over the first allegations regarding Turkey Tom's videos that he did on Pyrocynical. And see.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
So, are you down for that?
I'll sit through it, but I don't have a particularly big opinion on them. So
all right, yeah, you could just hop out whenever you want if it gets boring or whatever. But quick, we have some Spurg other drama to cover before that. What's up?
I might hop out just for that, and then let me know. I'll keep the stream on in the background. I'll hop in for the
yeah, you got it.
My video, because Tom's got his like own issues, you know, separate from mine. So yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, we have some very important other information to go over. Michael Alberto is saying publicly on the timeline, like, this is just worse than Tipster at this point. Bondage is turned, though, and he's responding, no cap detected, saying he likes to get tied up and fucked in the ass by his girlfriend. That he flew out for VidCon. This is just the worst. He's worse than Tipster. You know, Tipster has some horrible tweets responding to goth mommies saying he wants to drink trans milk. But, like, this guy is just so shameless with it, okay? This is just the worst. At least Tipster never said he likes getting pegged. What is more flamenco, like, pedophile shit? Would you guys be interested in me playing this on stream? Always been curious about it. Always say yes to cripple bitches. Okay. I feel like there's, like, a new tweet every single day from flamenco saying, like, some weird shit that, like, Luna Lizzie posts on the timeline. This is fucking hilarious. What is this though now? iDubbbz is making a fucking podcast. Oh, he already has a podcast with his like whore wife who got 9/11 tattooed in the Twin Towers on her back just a couple days ago. No one's watching that shit. They suck cock. And Dark Viper apparently is suicidal and has no friends and admits to like his moderators being his only people close to him in his life that he shares details on. Quick little update story on Dark Viper is that he's the guy who copyright striked Chud Logic twice in a row for apparently DMCA when he did a 35-minute reaction video to his 9-minute video. So this guy's like a grade A dipshit. But he says, go out, touch grass. This advice is better aimed at Dark Viper, who has no friends and relies on his mods for emotional support. Having my moderators has been a lot better than what I had before, which was literally no one.
That is sad. Question he asked where he asked about like who I talk about. He asked who I talk to about this. Who do I bounce ideas off? And I said to him, like I don't talk to anyone really. And then I'm a bit of a loner. Because I, in some respects, consider myself to be an old dog who was kicked a lot when he was a...
I learned today Alberto has a Patreon. Who the fuck would pay for that? Does he really? Dude, the fucking cops are coming for me in the background.
Young dog. And so I don't really trust anyone. I have no confidence. I have... I just assume that everyone will eventually, like, work against my interests unless there's an explicit reason for them not to.
Wow.
I've just never really had anyone in my life that I can trust a lot.
Jesus.
The closest thing I have now is my mods.
The closest people you have in your life are your mods. This is the worst. I mean, are we surprised? This guy's like a miserable schizo fuck who sends out paragraphs about DMCA and that you didn't do a fair enough reaction to his like retarded content. Lerix Live, yeah, he said he uploaded it. He said he uploaded his new video there already. Lol. But this is the guy, like when his like mom dies, he has no one to call, no one to talk to. He hits up his fucking like fat ass Reddit mods who like sweep up his chat, Twitch chat.
But it's not the same
thing. Jannies.
You know? Like if I'm going to talk to anyone about anything, it is my mods. But even then, I won't
about anything.
Talk about like everything, you know?
Yo, $5, bro. I'm so baked right now. Bro, you ask Mudahar Moist Critical why they're friends with Hassan. I do not think that is true. But I appreciate the donation. Thank you, 07. But yeah, this guy's like a pathetic fuck even more. So rest in piss. What is this?
Go.
Oh, this is like that just Jack like Darty guy, like being like a tard in public. This isn't even worth covering. These people suck. Should we do the Jalyn updates on the whole Lilith situation? There's been new DMs that has been leaked from Lilith. What is this? I have too many interests relationship wise to have a closed relationship. In all honesty, I really didn't care about fucking Natty. I just liked being an exhibitionist, in all honesty. Oh, and she was there while I did it one time? What? Who was there while you did it one time? Wait, did this, like, disgusting bitch just admit to cucking Jalyn live on camera? What is going on? How does it get worse every day with this whore? Jesus Christ. I just liked being an exhibitionist in all honesty. Oh, and she was there while I didn't want to. Who is she DMing this to? And never said anything about it. I seriously wanted her to say something about it because I was being an idiot. Natty is not really someone I would like to have sex with. Who are these DMs to? I don't mind exchanging nudes, lol. Also, I never at first sexted Natty. Just clarifying. Listen, go talk to Jalyn. Yo, Jalyn like sent me like a suicide note yesterday. I don't know if I should leak these or not. I guess my reputation is being the leaker, so who gives a fuck? But like after stream, I was trying to make sure like, Jalyn, don't kill yourself, okay? Because then I'm gonna be the Keemstar to your Etika, and I don't want that on my name. Don't like fucking like cut your wrists over this. Because if you guys remember last stream, that she was high on something. She was bizarre. She was insane. Like she was like an insane person. She was high on some kind of drugs that I assume Lilith got her, and she could barely even like, she was slurring her words. She could basically even get out a sentence. So then she like texted me, "Hey Lerix, I just wanted to reach out and say everything you've ever said about me is true. I was insecure when you mocked my appearance. That's why I tried to flag you. I'm so fucking sorry. It was so fucked up of me." Should I be leaking this? I never should. It's Jalyn. Who gives a fuck? I should have told people what you told me. I never should have told people what you told me. I just honestly thought it was a joke, spread it around. Then Grimsy asked me your receipts. Salva Bravo, I obliged. I know I probably shouldn't have, and everyone went back to get it. It wasn't right of me. I understand why all of you guys hate me. I'm a fucking retard. Not a suicide note, by the way, I'm fine. And before she sent that, like, last message, I thought legit this was, like, a suicide note. Like, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I was afraid of. That after that stream, I'm gonna be the first one to blame, because I was the last person, like, interacted with Jalyn publicly. But, you know, thank God, at least we got confirmation down here. I'm gonna give Jalyn a call to see what these allegations are about Jalyn being in the room while Lilith fucked like Natty Foreskin. Oh, did Jalyn not pick up the call? Is Jalyn watching the stream? Hello? Yo, Jalyn, best friend, what's up? Hello? Why is your mic always dog shit? Jalyn. Jalyn.
Hello?
What's up?
Hello.
Jalyn, what's going on? It's been a while, okay? It's been like, how many, 48 hours or whatever? I couldn't stream yesterday, but we're here, okay? The stream needs the updates on the pressing story on Lilith. I feel like I feel like a retard even asked. But, okay, there was new DMs that dropped today. I'll share my screen real quick. I want you to take a look at this. I don't even know who Lilith is sending this to. But apparently this is at 12:36 a.m. and she's talking about, you know, more Natty Foreskin stuff. But then also at the same time, she says, "Oh, I was there. Oh, and she was there while I did it one time and never said anything about it." Is she like publicly admitting to cucking you?
I have no fucking idea what she's referring to.
You have no recollection of any of this?
No, not really. I think it was like she would like call like Natty because they were like friends or whatever. That was like the only time that I was like in the room, I guess. And Natty was just like, "Yo, what's up, guys?" or something, and like that was it.
Wait, so you like you were in the room while she was like having e-sex with Natty Foreskin?
No, they weren't having e-sex. They were just talking about like Roblox shit because they both like play Roblox or whatever.
What does she mean that she was there while I did it one time? What do you think did it is the implication? Like
I have
playing fucking like Miss Piggy on Roblox, whatever those stupid ass games are. Like what?
I have no fucking idea, honestly.
Okay, well, thanks for clearing up the cuck allegations. I appreciate that one. But we need an update.
Yeah.
We need an update to the story. So last time I talked to you, I knew that you were calling an attorney to get your $23,000 from Lilith, and that she was getting kicked out of the apartment because she was a danger, admitted to raping someone else, and I know your other roommates apparently saw it. That's correct, right?
I'm not going to disclose those details, but yeah, there is some sort of legal thing going on in the background.
Okay, so but I saw some DMs. I mean, whether or not you want to confirm it, I saw like confirmation behind the scenes already that I'm pretty sure it was actually your DMs that Aiden leaked to me of you saying that the roommate saw, or at least like witnessed, Lilith rape her girlfriend.
Again, I cannot confirm or deny.
You're so cringe. Well, but there's a legal matter happening about that situation, correct?
Yes, there is legal stuff going on behind the scenes. This is stuff that I will talk about one day once everything is settled and I have my money.
So is it only a legal matter about getting your $23,000 shekel collector, or is it about the rape too? Is there two different cases?
No. It's just for the money and the potential eviction.
The trans civil war continues. Yeah. Okay, well, where's Lilith right now? What's her location? Her address?
Okay, I'll dox her. All right,
but
let's go.
Seriously, is she in the apartment?
No. She's out getting high somewhere, probably.
On meth?
I don't know.
That's the allegation. She was high on meth, and in a rage, she raped her girlfriend. After you kicked her out.
No, it wasn't meth. She doesn't do meth.
I don't know, but maybe DMT or some bullshit. But she's out high right now. Does she still stay at your apartment, or is she like in a hotel?
Yeah, she's staying until she leaves.
Lol. So do you not think she's a danger anymore?
I have no idea, but there's a legal agreement.
Okay.
And I have to abide by it.
If you're not gonna give me like the specific rape confirmation, well, I guess we could call it. Any other juice you could give us about the story? Because she's like publicly, or at least privately, like leaking a whole bunch of shit about you, trying to call you a cuck and shitting on you. I think you gotta attack back. I'm on your side here, Jalyn.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to attack back when this person is my roommate, at least for the time being.
Well, I mean, she's raping you. I say you rape back. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. There will be probably in a few months where I like just talk about everything, outline everything and whatnot.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, I think someone in the chat, Jaime, sums it up pretty well. So Jalyn only cares about her shekels and not the alleged rape. I think that's a good way to put it. Do you confirm or deny?
I'm not gonna talk about someone's like allegations and experiences because that's like fucked up. That's not like my place to necessarily talk about or speak about. Okay,
you're cringing out. See ya. Yeah, that's the cringe updates, I guess. Jalyn didn't really give us a lot of juice. Toastify DM me. There's a guy who wants to debate. Maybe if it's good content. Depends, but sure, we can try. Okay, so let's see. Potentially there's a debate happening later tonight. But that's like the updates on the Jalyn situation. I mean, it already kind of peaked. It wasn't going to get much better. Apparently, she just cares about her fucking rupees getting in her pockets. Dream is going like schizophrenic on Twitter still at like a whole bunch of people. I might cover this in a video, so I don't know if I want to go this very in-depth on stream. So I think we should go straight to Pyrocynical. So, back in 2020, quick blast of the past. Pyrocynical was accused of grooming of some sorts of this person named Ivory. And Turkey Tom was one of the leading people who spread the story. He had a 500,000 view video on it, and then is responding to Pyrocynical, had 1 million views. And because of this controversy and because of him fucking up these allegations, apparently, he potentially almost lost his career until he came back. But he lost like a lot of reputation, subs, and whatever. But I never really tuned in on what happened here, so I wanted to go over it. So we're going to be going over Pyrocynical's lies, setting the record straight, and responding to Pyrocynical. But first and foremost, we got to get some like retarded Spurg in the call with us. Let me see if I can call Colton. Or like Smaggle for the content. Let's see what we got here. Colton. Let me get Colton's little ass in here. Oh yeah. In case you guys missed, the new four horsemen of commentary. Fucking Colton like DM'd me this after last stream. This is the future. This is the horrible future. It's over. Okay, Colton, are you gonna pick up? God, this guy has been fucking bailing on me lately. Let me see if Smaggle can call in. We need to get some like retard in here. Toastify's DMing me. If you want to call me for the pyro segment, I don't mind. Okay, cool. Okay, we got Toastify in here. Yo, Toastify, what's up?
Yo, yeah. I thought I'd head back in because
Yeah,
I thought I'd head back in because there's stuff I remember.
There's good shit to go over. I'm curious about this because I'm not really tuned in, so this is all like gonna be basically new content for me for the most part. So let's do this.
Yeah.
You in the screen share?
Oh, let me get in there quickly. Yeah, I'm in now. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
If you ask any old YouTuber what the truth about the Pyrocynical allegations are, it's likely that they'll tell you that they are mostly fabricated, and that his accuser is a clout-chasing hack. Comment sections across the site and Twitter threads alike will call this Slazo 2.0, and cite it as yet another example of these false allegations. And these people wouldn't be wrong. What they don't realize is that the one making the false allegations is them. Not only that, but Pyrocynical is a liar.
A liar. Is that always the legend here? Is that he's just a liar? Or I thought he was like, I thought the main allegations was that he's calling him a groomer.
I don't remember this drama particularly clearly, but I think it's like, maybe it's lying about, because I remember Pyro, is this after Pyro made his Reddit statement? No, this is before, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
You should read the P. Diddy allegations. Didn't he like get accused of rape? We might do that.
Okay, he got accused of like getting like a 20-year-old woman and getting like, because he's like into like voyeurism, so he'd hire like black guys to like fuck her and he'd watch. That's actually part of like the lawsuit.
What? Wait,
yeah.
Is voyeurism watching or
voyeurism watching?
Bruh. So is it like his actual cuck allegations on top of it all?
Yeah. If you
That's
want to
worse.
derail, I think Chud Logic talked about it on Twitter. He posted a few screenshots.
Wait, yeah, send me the links. Send me the links. We love rape on the Lerix live channel. We'll go over rape any time of the week.
Where the there we go. Got him.
Let's see this. P. Diddy. That's a fucking name I haven't heard in a long time. All right, let's see what we got here.
Check your DMs.
Irrational Chad. All right. Let's see these screenshots real quick. So what do we got? Some of the claims coming out against P. Diddy on the P. Diddy allegations are absolutely wild. I'm not laughing at any of this. Okay, what do we got here? So we got Mr. Combs forces Miss Ventura into sex trafficking? Within a few months of beginning romantic relationship with the 40-year-old Mr. Combs. Is that P. Diddy?
Yeah.
The 22-year-old Miss Ventura felt beholden to his whims and demands. While in New York City, Mr. Combs told Mrs. Ventura that he wanted to engage in a fantasy called voyeurism. Cock. Mr. Combs said it would turn him on if he saw Miss Ventura with another dick. Ah, no.
It gets worse.
Why? I thought it was only like commentary spurgs who were like cucks and gay lords and pedophiles. Why is it like everyone?
Dude, P. Diddy.
My
way
favorite
to the
artist,
top.
P. Diddy, yeah. From the bottom to the top, Jesus. Top down. Mr. Combs began, what's up?
P. Diddy, you remember P. Diddy always had like, people always think like he was like gay and shit. It was like they were using like rappers as like boy toys, you know?
When?
So like, wait, you don't remember that? Okay.
I'm not that familiar on my P. Diddy cuck and gay lore.
This is like recent, but like people, I think for a while people have been saying a bunch of shit about P. Diddy. Obviously, there's stuff like he like killed Tupac and like he had some involvement like Biggie's death. But also like apparently he gets like rappers out and he like uses them. It's like he's like a gay. He's like thinking he uses them for like gay sex. I don't know. A bunch of rumors about that shit. And so this lawsuit is only the next part of the P. Diddy lore that's going on right now. Kanye called this guy openly like a fed. He's like, this guy's a fucking fed.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak off or an FO. He would repeatedly tell Miss Ventura at random moments that he wanted an FO, and Miss Ventura was eventually expected to facilitate the location and the hiring of male sex workers. At certain points during Miss Ventura and Mr. Combs' relationship, he would insist on an FO weekly. Mr. Combs would repeatedly tell Miss Ventura that this practice was our thing and our little secret, little girl. Miss Ventura was eventually instructed to use websites and escort services to find male sex workers to participate in the FOs. Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura to search for large black penises on the website. Okay. Wait, but is P. Diddy black?
Yeah.
Lol, so he's like, I don't even know. What? He's searching for... This is just the worst. So he has like a small cock? Is this also like...
Probably.
This sucks. Sometimes Mr. Combs would pay to fly. He would pay the fucking black dudes. He would pay for their flights to fuck his bitch. That is insane. That is insane. Including to multiple cities in the United States as well as abroad. He required Miss Ventura to his staff to help him make these arrangements. Mr. Combs' assistants...
Dude, he has like a department. He has like a department of voyeurism.
He has an Epstein Island full of big fucking black dudes to fuck his bitch. This is horrible. Miss Ventura was required to dress up in lingerie for an FO, and Mr. Combs insisted she would wear white nail polish to contrast her nails with the skin of the black men he hired up. Yeah, we're good on this one. We get the message. Jesus Christ,
yeah,
that is the worst. Yeah, so back to more... I guess we can't escape pedophiles or cucks or groomers. It's every story. Let's see, though.
Being a YouTuber is a dream job to most people, and to most that manage to get in that position, they cherish it and try their best to never let that dream job of being an internet celebrity go. Making content for thousands of people who enjoy what you do and simultaneously...
No, tell us more. Okay, guys.
...support you is a...
Go back, that's some juice. You guys are the worst.
...privilege that very few get to experience. That being said, your position of power can easily be lost if you are accused of doing something heinous. And multiple people have been exposed for being very irresponsible with their platform. In the past few years, we've seen a number of these...
Oh no! Oh no, it's me!
Okay.
They got me.
Wait,
what the fuck?
I was just looking at the P. Diddy lawsuit. There's another thing you didn't read. There's like an entire like...
What?
There's like another like slide you didn't read, man.
Do I want to read it? I don't think I do.
Miss Ventura was required to dress up in lingerie for an FO, and Mr. Combs insisted she wear white nail polishes.
No, I just read that. No, I just read that.
No, did you?
Yeah, I did.
No,
I stopped after large black men again. Like the contrast
Okay.
between large black men's skin. I stopped after that. That was the worst. But
you didn't hear Mr. Combs would say things like grab that big black dick and ask
okay.
Yeah.
That's some Alberto shit. Okay, that's not.
stories take place on YouTube. But around 2019, an interesting trend also began to occur, where people who were accused were actually vindicated in the end, and their accusers were made to look like idiots. People like James Charles, Pro Jared, and of course Slazo were all accused of doing heinous things, and largely condemned by the public, with hundreds of creators and hundreds of thousands of fans going after them for weeks on end, until they managed to flip the narrative in their own favor. With all of these fans and creators alike looking like fools for pushing false allegations, people like Toddy Westbrook, Heidi O'Farrell, and I'm Alex were strung up in the court of public opinion and ruthlessly attacked for being disingenuous and ruining the lives of their former friends. And it seemed like allegations would...
I got some interesting some screenshots that I want to pull up, but it's taken me a while to fucking... Oh, what the fuck? Is it just broken? This page just broke. You kidding me?
About what?
So there is some old allegations. I'm trying to get this all up so like I have like it like in front of me. I'm also trying to like censor all like the fucking disgusting shit right here. Is this the
like
right
Pyrocynical?
one? Yeah. So this is the stuff that I don't think was really covered in this whole situation. Let me I'm gonna have to send you like screenshots cropped. That is... Sorry to interrupt your stream and give like dead air. I just wanted to pull this up because I thought it was really interesting. Because this was the way this was released. These DMs are raids. You probably need Colton to read some of these.
What are they? Wait, are you sending them or should I go over the video?
So back in, I do want to send these. So back in 2019, this user called Abortion ASMR made a post alleging that Pyro had like sent her like the weird like gassy fucking furry roleplay, which obviously he was exposed for, as you probably know, you know. This was in 2019. This was in 2019. This was before any of these allegations came out. And at the time, most people dismissed this because they were like, "Holy, this is like not real." Yeah, I'm trying to find this stuff. Actually, it might be best to just go on with the video. Not gonna lie.
Someone's DMing me. They have a huge pyro bombshell right now. What is this? It's like some random like Spurg. Who has me on
what's their
Discord,
name?
Who like sends me stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
The pyro bombshell.
He said, "Do you want me to add them to the call?" And I'm like, I don't know. We'll see though.
Be taken with a grain of salt from then on. Instead of instantly believing the accuser, people will question them and wonder as to their intentions. Recently, another one of these cases appears to have occurred, this time involving arguably the most popular person in the commentary and reviewing community. Pyrocynical is someone who I've talked about a few times on my channel because of his involvement with other people. He's also pretty universally respected among other creators, with more than 4 million subscribers and a steadily growing fan base. He's managed to maintain relevance since 2015, and it honestly seems like there's no stopping him. But he has recently fallen victim to some startling allegations, the circumstances around which are a little more absurd than we're used to. Allegations which most would call sketchy, exaggerated, or even flat out lies. On October 29th, 2020, Twitter user Lovebird or Ivory Rasmus released a series of tweets regarding Pyrocynical.
19-year-old gay music bitch. Any pronouns are fine.
Pyrocynical groomed me, and I have screenshots to prove it. I've been sitting here thinking about this shit nonstop, being angry, confused, and sad that I've had to accept this since I was 15, but I've never said anything because I felt powerless.
So this Ivory person is different from the 14-year-old French girl, right? Toastify? Wait, people are calling me right now. Hello?
Alright, hang on. Let me get. Alright.
Wait, is this the person with the pyro bombshell?
Yes, this is right here.
Alright. So I've been looking into this piece of shit stuff, and I found many inconsistencies in his narrative. First of all, I looked over the Toastify shit. This guy literally dated a 14-year-old when he was 18, turning 19, lied that he ever dated them, and completely warped and changed the narrative of the story. And his whole story lies on the fact he didn't know Ivory's age, when I literally proved that he was on Twitter on the time zones he said he wasn't. He said he wasn't on Twitter from the 28th of December 2016 to the 29th of June 2017. But I've showed that he's literally online during. He was literally on Twitter during those times. Let me just upload this.
So what's the claim that he was 19 dating a 14-year-old?
So there's multiple claims of him being like predatory, as Toastify brought up. There was one where he was doing furry roleplay fetish shit with a 15-year-old when he was 19, and we're trying to get in contact. I'm gonna get in contact with Ivory because I think Ivory was treated fucking awfully during this shit.
So 19, 14, that's it.
19, 15, 14, 18, turning 19, and the Ivory was 15, 19.
And there's like
three different situations. There's proof of all of these situations, and there's proof that he's lied in the Ivory situation and the 14, 18 situation, the French girl situation. He said to the French girl, "I'm gonna wait until you turn 16," obviously showing that they were waiting to like start doing something sexual when they turn of age. That would mean she would be 16, Pyro would be 20, turning 21. That is obviously fucking creepy. And what we're trying to do is because Turkey Tom, everyone in the commentary community knows Pyro's guilty, but they cannot come out about it because they fucked up their chance to do it. So the community has one more chance to prove this guy's fucking guilty. And everyone knows he's guilty behind the scenes, but they can't really say anything because this guy is very good at manipulating his dumb fuck fans.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go over like that situation the first. We're covering it from the bottom up though, but I appreciate it. If you want to send me anything else, I'll go over on stream.
Yeah, I've got this thing here. You could go over it later. It's a video of him saying he wasn't on Twitter during those times, and he quite literally admits that just because you're suspended doesn't mean you can't access Twitter, and in his own words. And he also brings up how he was on Twitter at the time there, but you can refer to that later. Cool. You could get back on call with Toastify, and we can call back here when you're done.
Appreciate it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, that was Spurgy. I don't even know. That Parlo girl, that Parlo YouTuber, apparently is the like same person who flagged.
Dude, I can't believe you swapped me out for Parlo. You kidding me?
I got DMs saying they got a big bombshell, okay? And I get to the call and it's like the same shit you covered in your video, right?
Parlo...
That he lied about 14, like that he was talking to a 14-year-old French girl when he was like 18, 19?
Well, he mentioned that in passing. I don't know what the pronouns are, whatever. But like he mentioned that in passing. I think so. The main part is one of like Pyrocynical's defenses was that when Ivory was like posting their age online, Pyro was suspended, so he wasn't able to like know. Even if you're suspended, you can still see like the shit like on Twitter. So
okay, so we'll get to that shit first.
I'd probably familiarize yourself with the situation first before going into all these details. That's probably my mistake, trying to bring up this like new shit first. So,
yeah, we're first covering like Ivory, the 15-year-old apparently that was groomed. So
what he sent ranged from drawn not safe for work to fetishy YouTube videos, and he'd ask me to compile shit for him using tags that he liked on server.
Oh fuck yeah, let me screenshot. Okay, here we go.
Dude, you need like a server for this shit, man.
Fuck, I'm never making a Discord server.
Not like a public one, but like just one for like people who like regularly call in because it's easier, you know.
I'll look into it. Yeah.
Websites. At 15, I obviously did it because he's fucking Pyrocynical. I was just happy to be talking to him, and I was trying to continue that. This post would receive some support, but the response was overwhelmingly outright skepticism or denial, as most were worried that they could be lying, as we've seen with other accusations of predatory behavior in the YouTube community. Many cited their lack of evidence at first, questioning why they had provided no proof and encouraging others not to believe these accusations yet. Ivory claimed that they would be following up the tweets with screenshots, which they did in fact release. Fair warning, they actually made me sick.
To be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge sweaty boobs, then kiss your cheeks telling you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard belch into your mouth. Eat your cock up with my ass, TBH, IDK.
Who is reading this? There's no way that fucking like Pyro read this himself, right?
No, that's like someone impersonating him. He hasn't read
so
this.
long
In his
hard on your
response,
lap.
he made Colossal read it, so yeah.
You wouldn't be able to breathe. My ass and back would be dripping in sweat. Got the thick of my dragon, by the way.
Okay, dude, can I show this on fucking YouTube? What is this?
If
My
Tom's
gut would
video's
just
up, probably, yeah.
Crush you, you'd hear all the moaning and growling from all the animals I've eaten beforehand squirming around in my massive belly.
Needless to say, these logs aren't your garden variety sexy Discord messages. They're pretty off-putting. And as I'm sure you've noticed, none of these posts have Pyrocynical's name on them. Instead, a deleted user is in the place of the accused. Ivory got a lot of responses to this post, with many citing that they find it ridiculous anyone should believe these messages are from Pyro, and they'd be fair in questioning this. My own initial reaction to the situation was basically curiosity, wanting to see where the story would go, but avoiding commenting directly on it in case what Ivory was saying was proven to be completely false at some point in the near future. As the allegations made their rounds in the community, a few other people came out with their own stories about Pyrocynical, alleging he had sent them fetish art as well when they were underage. I 100% believe this, based on my own interactions with the dude. I'm definitely not
people
happy.
Forget a lot about this. Other people came out and said he did this shit for like them.
So far, what have we learned? So, are the DMs confirmed with Ivory, or is Ivory a liar?
The DMs are confirmed.
So he literally did roleplay with a 15-year-old furry fat roleplay that was sexual.
The point of debate is going to be when Pyrocynical knew Ivory's age and when they roleplayed. You know, the DMs are obviously real, but the entire point of contention is whether the Pyrocynical is a predator, because the current running narrative now, at this current stage, is that Pyro only knew that Ivory was 16, and so it's a 16-19 age gap. What Ivory's alleging is it's 15-19, which is obviously kind of worse. So yeah.
Why is it always an age like question? Why? I feel like I've had like the same conversation on stream like so many times the last 2 weeks. Like, is a 1916 okay? Well, okay, what about a 1915? Like, this is just here's the line. So Ivory lives in Pennsylvania. Pyrocynical is in the UK. In both states, in both not states, in both places, the age of consent is 16. So if Ivory was 15, that would be below age of consent in both their areas. Now, I don't think that has any like legal implications, but in terms of like arguments, it definitely doesn't look good on Pyro. Are people calling him a pedophile, like a weird degenerate creep who is like desperate to like talk to anyone on Discord and do like sexual weird furry roleplay?
Well, if you DM'd a 15-year-old, probably a bit of both, you know.
Yeah, true. And there's apparently multiple minors with this guy too, right?
You got these people coming out, but a lot of them were ignored mostly because it's just Ivory who came out with their main story with the DMs and shit. So.
be to say that I got those vibes from him. I wouldn't accuse someone of anything without evidence, but this unfortunately sounds right on the money for his fan interactions. The same day, Ivory put out their final statement on the allegations in a twitlonger, giving more details about what happened and explaining all of their reasoning. I'd like to clarify that I'm not doing this for clout or public attention, and I couldn't care less about that. This is a message to people who know Niall and know for a fact that this is true, but continue to stay silent. What matters to me is that there are multiple accounts of Pyrocynical abusing his power to be sexual with fans, which include minors. It's not just me who's been affected. This is public knowledge in multiple communities, and has been tolerated and in turn enabled for far too long. If you've been in a situation like mine, please know that you are not alone, and that there are loads of people who are willing to support you. With this twitlonger was another imager link with 2 videos attached. One of these videos was a scroll through of the messages from the deleted user from earlier to add weight to his initial assertion that the messages were real, and the second video was a collection of DMs between Ivory and Pyrocynical's current girlfriend, @Deflimify. In these messages, assuming they aren't doctored, she seems to admit that Pyro sent these messages to Ivory, as well as saying that she had done the same. She expresses that she doesn't think what Pyrocynical did was that bad, and while she feels the age gap wasn't ideal, she doesn't think that anything bad happened to Ivory. At no point in this post does she say that Pyrocynical did not know Ivory's age. In fact, all evidence in this post points to the opposite. And that's about all that's been released up until this point.
So, like, that's the debate of if he knew the age or not. That's like...
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so before... Okay, let's skipping a little bit ahead, because obviously it's a little bit of spoiler. We're going to watch Pyro's response himself. But, so Turkey Tom is basically alleging that the age that Pyro did know that he was 15 and still did it. And Pyro is saying what? That he knew he was 16?
I believe so, yeah. I think Tom explains it later in the video. It's a lot better. I don't know.
So, what did the commentary community say? After providing this as evidence, many people were still in disbelief at the news, or they felt that there was a possibility that they were lying. This is also when people began releasing videos about the subject. Diesel Patches put out a video.
Yeah, he just fucking shit on Dumpy's ass.
Back when he had 4.8k subs. That's a
video where he said that the messages didn't seem like something the Pyro would say, and that he wasn't willing to completely believe these allegations yet without solid proof that the messages were real.
Do I think he did it? I can't say because there isn't any proof. So to me, Pyro is innocent until we actually see some evidence.
Other similar channels, like Prison Mate Luke, would make the same assertion.
But you didn't really give us anything concrete until his girlfriend, and even then, that's not definitive that this was him.
The basic issue most people had with these allegations at first is that there was no proof that Pyrocynical was actually the one behind the DMs. One thread was created on Twitter shortly after, where they claimed that Ivory had sent them ample proof of the messages being real, but it didn't really pick up very much traction, and as a result, it's been largely ignored in videos going over the topic. Most people were waiting until Pyro released a statement on the subject, which he did on Reddit on November 10th of 2020.
Hey gamers, I would like to take this opportunity to address a false allegation recently made against me on Twitter. As some of you may have seen, it has been claimed back in 2016 when I was 19 years old that I groomed an individual who was 15 years old at the time.
I hate this, Toastify. I hate that I'm even... So,
yeah.
What would you call a 19-year-old who sexts a 15-year-old on Discord? Like, what would you call them? I don't think, like, first and foremost, I don't think I would call them a pedophile. I don't think I would call them a hebephile. But...
I think it's predatory.
Predatory is probably the best, like, the word to describe it, the, like, situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Lerix Live shows this life, true. What were you saying?
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, basically agree. I think, like, a 3-year... I think my baseline for, like, online allegations is, like, 2-year age gaps is fucking whatever. 3-year age gaps is, like, a grey area. And then 4 and above is, like, I wouldn't stand by that, you know? Unless there's, like, cases and DMs where it's explicitly clear that, like, something else went on here. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my whole. It's hard to like navigate these like allegation stuff, but I've kind of chosen that life. You know, you have as well. You have as well, but yeah, yeah, that's all.
I want to set the record straight.
What do you think about like 1915? Is that like?
I think like predatory is probably like the best descriptive word. As I said before, I think I said something like we need a new word between creepy and pedophile. Like creepy doesn't really give it enough weight to it because you could call anything creepy. Like if a guy stares at you wrong at like a store, you could call him creepy. So it doesn't hold as much like condemnation and weight. But we need like a middle word, and I think predatory probably is like a good word to serve as that, you know.
Here's the thing: if you're trying to explain it's like a hebephile, you sound like more of a pedo. Like trying to explain it, but like I'm actually a hebephile, guys. No, you just it makes you sound even worse. So yeah.
So like, yeah, dude, I don't. Fuck, dude, I don't know because I'm actually not even having this conversation. But it's so gay, like predatory.
Well, no. Have
we
the conversation. Have the conversation, Lerix.
And especially everything else we know about Pyro, and that apparently there's multiple minors. But apparently he's innocent from this. Like Tom fucked up the story, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And share all the truth. Accusation is 100% false and incredibly irresponsible.
This Reddit post would be a quick turning point for the allegations, amassing nearly 25,000 upvotes and quickly being spread across YouTube and Twitter. People were
So Pyro's saying it's absolutely false that he talked sexually to a 15-year-old when he was 19. He just completely denies that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could try and find that Reddit post.
We don't need it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You don't need it?
Joyce,
Alright, no.
claiming that Pyrocynical had quickly and swiftly disproved the allegations, making this a clear case of yet another YouTuber being falsely accused of something which they did not do. I tweeted out a link to the Reddit thread at the time, letting everyone know about what had happened, and while my tweet itself was pretty neutral, most of the responses to it were anything but. Everyone quickly drew the conclusion that Pyro had redeemed himself and was cleared in the public eye, simply a guy with some weird fetishes. This is untrue. It's hard to tell if most of these people read through his Reddit post, but Pyro didn't prove much of anything in it. His first move was to admit that the messages were real. Okay, well, no sweat. Sure, he's weird, but that doesn't mean he knew the age of Ivory at the time, right?
He never once disclosed the fact that he was 15 at the time of these exchanges commenced. He didn't include his age in his bio until he was 16, but I was not on Twitter between 28th December 2016 until the 29th of June 2017, as I was suspended.
He also included a few posts from people across Twitter.
Okay, do you know what I hate though, dude? So like, is there a huge distinction, like, okay, be real with me, okay? Is there a huge difference between a 19, because that's the case that Pyro's trying to make here, is that he's saying, no, he wasn't 15, he was 16. Well, is there a huge difference here?
The difference is the age of consent. The difference is the age of consent. In both of their areas, the age of consent is 16. If it's below that, that looks worse for Pyro.
Yeah.
Until the 29th of June 2017, as I was suspended.
He also included a few posts from people across Twitter claiming that Ivory lied about their age. What Pyro was doing here is building a case that Ivory Rasmus is not a credible source, and therefore, he is not to be trusted. Smart move, especially when you don't have anything else to swing back with. However, one quick look at Ivory's Twitter account from this time will reveal that he was very open about his age publicly on Twitter. I'm a 15-year-old shut-in who checks his phone a lot, but I hate how little kids bring a desk's worth of tech everywhere if possible. Well, okay, that's just proof that Ivory said his age a lot on Twitter. He could have been lying in other places, right? Pyro said that he was suspended on Twitter before Ivory turned 16. At which point he had put his age in his bio. I can see why Pyrocynical said this. It denies him of any culpability without needing solid proof. Was attaching screenshots of a few random people who said that Ivory had lied about his age pretty low? Yeah, sure. Was it also kind of weird that one of those people apologized for their entire thread and deleted it? Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of off. Is it also weird that another one of them apologized for what they had said and retracted the statement entirely? Well, that is kind of odd, but surely he couldn't have known. And honestly, Pyro probably would have gotten away with this lie if his own girlfriend hadn't messaged Ivory in an emotional fit, victim blamed them, and admitted that everything was completely true. She even pointed to his age being younger than 15 and said that while the age gap was bad, she doesn't think that it constitutes grooming. And I agree completely. It may not constitute grooming. But what it does say is that Pyrocynical lied in his post. What is largely heralded as the greatest defense of Pyrocynical by himself and the entire community is incorrect.
But without proof that Pyro knew they were underage, you couldn't say that he was purposely being inappropriate with a minor, let alone that it was grooming, or yet again, that it was actually Pyro. The best that Ivory had was Pyro's girlfriend Ida messaging him about it, and although her messages were suspicious—
Wait, so just the proof so far he's brought up is that Ivory said he's 15 on his Twitter, but like Pyrocynical was saying that he didn't know until Ivory put that he was 16 in his bio.
And then you have Pyro's girlfriend saying that, like, talking about this whole situation, saying that he's saying his age, Ivory's age was lower, saying it was 14.
Wait, but if you're sexting someone like these fucking gay furry roleplay things, isn't the first question how old are you?
Yeah, that's the whole question. That would be the first thing I'd ask if I was ever to do that.
Why is he why, like, that defense is so weird to say that Ivory never put his age anywhere until his bio, and then he put it in his bio. He put, like, once he turned 16, then he put his age in his bio. Where it's like, okay, but that's like a weird defense, because are you saying that you only found out his age after you already sexted with him? Like, wouldn't you ask the age before you start fucking sexting him, sending him gay furry shit?
Yeah. I mean, it seems to make.
That just seems bizarre. I don't get that part. That's bizarre to me. I don't understand. I don't understand his defense there. So, but I guess we'll see.
vicious and really toxic, it wasn't definitive proof that the messages were from Pyro.
What are you saying? Not definitive proof? Did you even read the messages that you were showing on screen? Are you suggesting that Pyrocynical's own girlfriend, the woman who he has known for years and has been in this community for years, became so angry that she made up a story about Pyro messaging Ivory and admitted to everything? She was so mad that she came out and said that it was all true, including that Pyro knew Ivory's age?
He also links to screenshots of people that knew Ivory talking about how Ivory would lie about their age for role-playing. And if you're lying to other people about your age, why wouldn't you lie to Pyro about it?
You may find it interesting how prison mate Luke was so reluctant to believe.
Wait, so his girlfriend said that the Ivory was 14?
Yeah, in the DMs.
How does that even make sense? Why would she? But that's
Because
not
she
even
was
true, right?
Well, she's saying right now the only DMs you have are saying that Ivory was like talking when they were 15. But in this emotional like rage or whatever that Pyro's girlfriend is talking about, she mentions like that he was like I don't know. Again, it's a really confusing situation, so gotta keep your eye on this shit.
The allegations that Ivory made based off of a few screenshots, but he immediately took a few screenshots that Pyro had in his Twitlonger, which, mind you, were not from Pyro, were not from Ivory, were not from anyone Pyrocynical knew, but were random people who came out at the time to accuse Ivory Rasmus of lying, and later apologized for making these accusations. And if he had actually read through all of the leaked messages from Ivory, which Pyrocynical himself said were real, he would see an instance when Ivory said that he was a minor. And even if you want to say that Pyro didn't lie, and this is not—
Wait, hold on.
said were real, he would see an instance when Ivory said that he was a minor. And even if you want to say that Pyro didn't lie, and this is not convincing enough for you by some miracle, fine, I get that. But he didn't even ask their age. Why wouldn't a YouTuber with millions of subscribers, who is an adult, 19 years old, ask some random person they are messaging on Discord about inhaling each other's farts for their age? Pro Jared, someone who is vindicated.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I hope Pyro gives a response to that in his video, because that seems indefensible. That's nuts. That you don't ask their age.
Prior to Pyro for his own accusations, was let off because he was actively lied to about the ages of who he was talking to. Pyrocynical likely knew Ivory's age, and that's just fine to you? I don't know anyone who would justify an age gap of a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old messaging sexually. So is that what these YouTubers are trying to say is completely okay? Or are they just incapable of doing research? A few people cited a tweet from Ivory where he expressed hatred towards Pyrocynical's content in 2017, claiming that they could have ulterior motives, a la clout chasing or trying to reach into Pyrocynical's business. Alright, I'm going to say the obvious and try not to beat a dead horse, but I hate Pyrocynical. He's one of the biggest leeches on YouTube. He's a hypocrite, he self-loathes, and he painfully panders to what everyone else is hating on. Weak, 2 out of 10. Next. This message wouldn't make sense in context if Ivory was claiming to be friends with Pyrocynical around this time. However, as someone else pointed out, this was clearly a copy pasta cross-posted from Reddit. Which brings us to our next point. Is Pyrocynical guilty of grooming? Looking at the simple definition, it's clear that this isn't the right word to use. And looking at an interview with Tommy C, it's clear that Ivory's understanding of this
Grooming, I hate that word. That word just sucks. It's so fucking stupid.
definition may have been warped by the people around him.
Well, did somebody tell you to use it? I think people use it, but there is I think there is a genuine way you can recognize when grooming is happening. I think people overuse it though.
It's just been dragged through the mud where it has no meaning anymore though.
But there are genuine, there are genuine actual cases of when you're fucking when you're Jin Bob and you're coercing this girl to when you're coercing to fly out to this girl, stay and fuck her.
No, I mean of course. I'm just saying the vast majority, it's been completely destroyed. It's that's happened with so many fucking words online. They just get destroyed because people overuse them and misuse them in different situations where they have no meaning anymore.
Well, it's just ease of access. No one if you call someone a pedo, you're not you are actually attracted to prepubescent children. No, if you call someone a pedo, it's lol, you fucking minors. I don't know. So,
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lol.
I was in a call with my friend when I typed it out.
I mean, no. When you call someone a pedo, do you that's a joke? Do you actually think that they're attracted to people under the age of 13? No. No one goes by definitions and shit because it's
Unless
easier.
It's too mad.
Is that okay? Because they know about this, and that was I got a yes for that. So
yes, because it reads more like a YouTube thumbnail. Do you honestly believe? And did you not understand the definition of the word completely?
I feel like it was forcing or manipulating a child into a sexual situation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that word means to me.
Sure.
So I definitely was.
That's what it means to you. Okay.
So from a technical standpoint, did Pyrocynical groom anyone? I guess we don't really have any proof of that in a traditional sense if we want to go by the book. And I also don't think that he's a pedophile. But does that make what he did right? Absolutely not. YouTubers like Red Kiwis have been targeted in the past for being 19 years old.
That really fucked over Tom. His Kiwis comparison has been widely criticized by even people from the commentary community. I remember Nick doing a stream, and when Tom dropped a document, which you might, I don't know if you have that in your and you're watching. But he dropped a document, and that document, like, that was like that was the real turning point, because even Tom had a point with this video, but it was the document that really just. Well, I mean, even this video is based on the document, I think. No, this isn't because I remember.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I mean, it's interesting you just said that, because I was about to say this video seems pretty good and right on so far. Like, he just said he's not calling Pyrocynical a pedophile. He's not calling him like anything like crazy like that, but is what he did okay and no. And if he didn't really ask for the age before engaging in furry fart fucking roleplay with some 15-year-old, I mean, yeah, like, that is insane. But I guess this is the part where he fucks up, I assume. So we'll see.
Only
the Kiwi's comparison is
sexually,
Yeah,
ironically,
I'll
by
let
one
it play.
YouTuber who was friends with Pyrocynical at the time and received his own case of false allegations, where he was lied to about the age of the girl he was talking to. It's a little crazy how common these accusations are, and it just goes to show that it's not really shocking that this one managed to slip through the cracks, especially with accusations from years ago being completely mishandled by people who were pushing them.
Pyro was trying to hook up with a 13-year-old girl from France. All right, that he was technically like a pedo or weirdo or something, right?
And apparently that's true too. We're gonna go over in your video.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I would not even be making this video if all that was done was that allegations were disproven. But instead what happened is that the entire community overstepped their place to call Ivory a clout chaser, a flat-out liar, and all while having no proof and trying to push the message that we shouldn't believe false allegations without evidence.
And you turned out to be what a lot of people were calling you from the start. A clout chaser trying to ruin someone's career on YouTube, let alone on the internet, for attention. And now you want to act all bitter on Twitter about how no one believes you if you can't prove something. And if you're just doing it for clout, maybe you shouldn't put it out there.
This claim is never substantiated with anything tangible, other than that Ivory supposedly wasn't angry at someone else for doing the same thing that Pyro had done with him. Maybe this claim would work if it weren't for the fact that Ivory clearly outlines why he made this post about Pyro in the first place, which is that he is not the only one who went through this, and he doesn't want Pyro to be able to message other people that way, which his girlfriend admits happened many times. Whether or not you agree with his motive, he's never done anything to make it seem like he did anything out of line with that message. Diesel Patches, someone who covered the allegations initially and just said that he wouldn't believe them without proof, never did a follow-up video. So as far as his fans are concerned, Pyro probably did nothing wrong and the messages aren't even real. When Sensitive Society covered the issue, he thought Ivory was a girl.
Discord messages between apparently Pyrocynical and a 15-year-old girl, allegedly.
I myself was skeptical as to why Ivory had crossed out some of these messages at first, but he gave an update where he explained that it was basically out of embarrassment and not because he wanted to mislead anyone. It feels like all of these people read one tweet that was 3 layers of separation away from the allegations before they made their videos, and none of them
No, you want
followed
to
through
read that
doing the
again,
proper
yeah?
research to determine whether or not their skepticism was whether it could have laziness or something else drove into this. I guess I will never know. Over a year ago, I released 2 videos onto my channel regarding some allegations made about the YouTuber Slazo. In a nutshell, Slazo had been accused of being a sexual predator by his former girlfriend, who made a number of accusations about him, which were later proven to be false, largely by people like myself, Nicholas Diorio, and a few other YouTubers who would later go on to make videos about it, where they recounted what had happened. The reason why many are comparing the situation to what is happening now with Pyrocynical is because they believe them to be 2 cases of false allegations being made and then disproven, with the motives of the accusers being malicious. This is
This
blatantly
happened with a Lucid. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's just like the Slazo allegation. This happened with a Lucid. History repeats itself." Yeah,
and a Lucid is guilty as fuck. So
incorrect, and the YouTubers pushing this narrative are lying. What Slazo's girlfriend, Che, did was lie. She flat out lied and took messages out of context to push a narrative that she and her YouTube friends wanted to get out there. They didn't want anyone associating with Slazo. They didn't want anyone watching his videos, and they didn't want him to have a job. Ivory Rasmus, on the other hand, did not lie. Everything in his tweet longer is true. These messages are completely real, and his story has not wavered or changed. Is what Pyrocynical did grooming? No, but that doesn't mean he's off the hook. And Pyro, I know you've been nice to me in the past.
this seems like a good video.
Okay.
Okay, like maybe he made a couple like dumb comparisons like the Kiwis thing, but overall, I don't know if I'm like a complete retard. If this seems like a good video, he's not calling him a pedophile, he's not calling him a groomer. He's just saying that, that doesn't make him off the hook though, because he didn't ask the age for someone he's engaging in fucking sexual roleplay with. This seems legit.
Let me look this up. Give me one sec. There's another video which I think is a lot more
No,
controversial.
he does a responding to Pyrocynical video that we're gonna go over.
Wasn't it like the Pyrocynical files and more leaks? Was that not it? Let me find this shit. Yeah, the Pyrocynical files and this is the video after. This is the document, I believe.
What is this? The Pyrocynical files, new leaks.
Yeah.
This isn't the case of a 2-year age gap. This is a
Oh fuck! I didn't even know this video existed.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so when did he do this?
December 10th. This was. Oh, I just closed the fucking tab.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have more viewers than Fat Ass Tipster. Get fucked, dumb fuck. Fuck your merchandise. No one's buying that shit, you disgusting motherfucker. Get fucking owned, okay? I have 1K subs on this shitty ass channel, getting more viewers than your 100K channel, you fat ass. Get fucked. Get fucked. Actually get fucked.
So yeah, this was the last. This is the video before the responding to Pyrocynical. So this is the it was Pyrocynical's live setting the record straight. Then it was the Pyrocynical files, which is his document. And then it's Pyro's response, and then responding to Pyrocynical by Turkey Tom.
Yeah, so this is December 1st, then this is December 10th, and then Pyrocynical's response is
December 23rd.
December 18th.
December 18th. Yeah.
And then his response is, damn, we have a lot of fucking videos to go. 5 days later. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was very glad.
Yeah, but overall, this video is actually good. I think this is actually a good video.
This was well received at the time.
Someone who
I think even now this holds because it goes a lot. It doesn't go as hard on Pyrocynical as the other one, but it goes a lot more into like the people who covered it, which I think is
this would be my take. It's like he's not a groomer, he's not a pedophile, but I mean, you didn't ask the age for someone on a fucking Discord. Like, you're an insane retard, and also potentially predatory, degenerate, creep, fat ass furry role player like loser. Like, that's
to be friendly to me, and this is probably burning a big bridge, but I'm not going to sit here and lie about what you did. Pyrocynical, at age 19, was messaging a 15-year-old boy and using him as an opportunity for sexual gratification. He knew his age at the time, and after the fact, he lied about it in a terrible Reddit post because he knew it was exactly what his audience.
And apparently he lied about the age. Now I'm gonna have to find out if that's true, seeing Pyro's response. I don't know if that's true or not, if he did lie about the age.
Is Pyro's response really 22 minutes? I thought it was shorter than that.
Wait, hold on. Tom just said definitively that Pyro lied about the age. He didn't show proof of that. All he did is show, like, circumstantial proof. So just to make that clear.
Wasn't in the Reddit post? Wasn't in the Reddit?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking about this. I'm just talking about this video.
It's wanted. There really isn't any debate.
Like, because he's talking about Pyrocynical's response to like the response to the allegations and this.
No, yeah, he's saying saying that Pyro lied in his Reddit post. Yeah, because Pyro said that it was 1916. And Tom showed circumstantial evidence in this video that Ivory has said his age publicly on Twitter a lot, and that he was 15. And then remember, Pyro's defense on this thing was on this Reddit post was that he never knew the age of Ivory, and that he only put his age in his bio when he turned 16. But also that doesn't give a defense for the fact on why you sexted a person without even knowing their age. Like, you're actually nuts.
About that, and it is completely fair to call him a weird, creepy guy. He is by all accounts a freak, and the people who defend him are either extremely dumb or willfully ignorant. I don't know which is worse.
Yeah, like, he called him a creepy, dumb freak. I mean, that's yeah. This is actually a good video. Really good.
These allegations, which most say are 100% false, are maybe 5% false, and it's over the semantic debate of the meaning of a word. Does that make Ivory in the clear? No, they can be criticized for the use of that word, and maybe even called somewhat irresponsible. But there's nothing malicious here coming from him, and everyone is ignoring the truth of the situation. The main goal of the Slazo situation, the main goal of all that turmoil, posting those videos, was to show that you shouldn't believe false allegations, and that everything should be questioned. What happened instead is that YouTube audiences went from instantly believing the supposed victim to instantly calling them a liar and a clout chaser, ironically without any solid proof of their own. And so, the cycle continues. I can't wait until someone with even more damning accusations and even more proof than Ivory.
Damn, if only he left it at this video.
Yeah, I believe the next video that he made is the really fucks it up.
So we got that, and now we got the video he released 9 days later, the Pyrocynical files, the new leaks. Let's see what we got here. And then we're going to Pyro's response. This isn't the case of a 2-year age gap.
This is a sophomore in college and a sophomore in high school being over DMs. And as I clearly shown here and in my video, he clearly knew Ivory's age and lied about it after the fact to get out of it.
So the worst case scenario isn't Pyro forgot to ask Ivory for his age, and now it's Pyro was well aware Ivory was a minor when this driven conversation took place.
If one person comes out below the age of 16, one single person from anywhere in the community that can prove what Ivory's proved so far, Pyro's.
But it turns out that more evidence and more information has come out on this story, and it does look very bad for Pyrocynical right now.
Proving Pyrocynical's guilt. Here we go.
Okay, so where were we?
He did the fucking
okay.
Cancers opening. Okay.
Grooming is defined by I'm
a pedophile.
In my last video, I talked about the allegations against Pyrocynical, a popular YouTuber with more than 4 million subscribers, who had some startling allegations made against him by a Twitter user by the name of Ivory Rasmus. There was a lot of turmoil around these allegations at the time, with many accusing Ivory of lying due to the way that they handled the allegations, which admittedly were not the best at first. That being said, the commentary community going on calling him a liar and a clout chaser, as well as calling the allegations that he had made about Pyrocynical false, was completely unjustified. On the 6th of December, I released a document on Twitter titled Proving Pyrocynical's Guilt, where I sought to dispel some of the criticisms made of myself and Ivory, as well as reveal some new information that Ivory submitted to me as more evidence. Today, I'll go over some of the major information from that document, as well as interject some of my own opinion and thoughts. On December 3rd, Ivory messaged me on Twitter to give me some more information. He alleged that he had found some old Discord messages with Pyrocynical's current girlfriend, Ida, who originally messaged Ivory to victim blame him and say that what had happened wasn't that bad. To prove that the messages were real, Ivory even clicked on Ida's account at the end of the video. Ivory sent me some very incriminating messages between him and Ida, where she clearly acknowledges his age. But the natural response to this would be that the messages are fake or they are not from Ida. So let's prove that they are from her. Firstly, I'll show the Discord ID here for the sake of full transparency, as well as a scroll through of some of the most relevant DMs. And just to be—
So Ida is Pyrocynical's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So this is DMs between her and, I guess, Ivory or someone. I don't know, man. Like, I just worry that he'll regret feeling that way because of my age, because it'll be the 15-year-old French girl scenario, but with a 15-year-old American boy. This is just me thinking, like, how I know Nail. I guess that's Pyro's real name. But I don't know if he would actually be in a bi relationship. I think he's more open to mostly porn and sex, you know? So this would be Pyrocynical's girlfriend acknowledging that he was 15. I guess that's—
Yes.
I guess that's decent circumstantial proof, because if she's acknowledging that's the case, then maybe Pyro does as well. But I mean, maybe she has the story wrong too. So I don't think that's like something to nail him to the cross with yet. But let's see.
Discord ID here for the sake of full transparency, as well as a scroll through of some of the most relevant DMs. And just to be able to clearly see that the same Discord IDs have already been seen before, you can see the same group chat which included Pyro and who Ivory alleged to me was Ida. Moving on to the messages, here's one point in them where Ivory is sent an image from the deleted user of her and Pyrocynical in a hotel room together. Doing a reverse image search for this will get you no results. This clearly shows that this image is unique at the very least. And just to further add to the pile of proof, here's a post she made on Instagram just one day prior where she's in the same mirror in the same room. And here, in another DM, we have a video of them at a restaurant. Now that I've demonstrated the veracity of these DMs, let's take a look at what they mean in tandem with Pyrocynical's greatest arguments. Many have been under the impression that Ivory lied about his age, and that is why Pyrocynical decided to talk to him. After all, if he was under the impression that Ivory was older, then how could he be at fault? The most common misconception about this actually comes from Pyrocynical himself. He never once disclosed the fact that he was 15 at the time these exchanges commenced. There are multiple things that discount this claim from Pyrocynical, both from the DMs between Ivory and Pyrocynical, and in the DMs between Ivory and Niall's girlfriend, Ida. Here, we see Ivory not only say that he is a minor, but also a message of him clearly sending his Twitter bio with his age in it to Pyrocynical, at which point he would have been 16 years of age, and Pyrocynical would have been 20.
Wait, so, okay, hold on.
Between Ivory and Niall's girlfriend, Ida. Here, we see Ivory not only—
So this is conversations he's having with Pyrocynical's girlfriend, where he says, not only am I minor.
This is hold on, run it back. Let me just make sure this is like—
I'm pretty sure he says his girlfriend and then his messages with Pyro. Here, I'll run it back though.
Was the fact that he was 15 at the time these exchanges commenced. There are multiple things that discount this claim for Pyrocynical, both from the DMs between Ivory and Pyrocynical, and in the DMs between Ivory and Niall's girlfriend, Ida. Here, we see Ivory not only say that he is a minor, but also a message of him clearly sending his Twitter bio with his age in it too.
I think Tom keeps that very, like, he keeps that vague for a reason, because he's trying to, I guess, imply. Maybe it could just be a mistake in this script, but I think that's to his girlfriend.
Ida. Here, we—
So let's see. Nah, it's fine, but like, he doesn't take a hint. Yeah, because he's referring to Pyro, I assume. He's talking to the girlfriend. He doesn't take a hint. Not only am I a minor, but like, that's private shit either way, and for him to talk about it like that. So that's to his girlfriend. So he's saying that he's a minor to his girlfriend, as we saw earlier. It's basically the same circumstantial stuff. He says he's 15 to her.
We see Ivory not only say that he is a minor, but also a message of—
And then as well as Twitter link.
This is the DM, I believe, to Pyrocynical.
Yeah. And then on his Twitter, it shows that he's a 16-year-old saner. Wait, well, it says 16. It doesn't say 15. Wouldn't that back up what Pyros is saying? Like, that would back up his argument, right?
Well, what does Tom say, actually?
Well, Tom's trying to prove that Pyro lied about the ages. Here, I'll play it, though.
Oh, yeah.
DMs between Ivory and Niall's girlfriend, Ida. Here, we see Ivory not only say that he is a minor, but also a message of him clearly sending his Twitter bio with his age in it to Pyrocynical, at which point he would have been 16 years of age, and Pyrocynical would have been 20. In the newer leaked messages between Ivory—
16
and 20. Dude, this is so cancer.
Yeah, but you need to be the jurisdiction, you know?
It's the same thing that Tom said in his first video. He's not a pedophile, he's not a groomer, but he's a creepy, degenerate guy who, like, shouldn't get off the hook for this, though.
And Ida, before he turned 16. We see her acknowledge that he is clearly 15 years of age, showing that he wasn't lying to her at the very least about his age. Not only this, but the DMs seem to be alluding to Pyro and Ivory forming some kind of relationship at the time. Ivory says that Pyro is talking about more real-life stuff, but okay, how bad could it be? We don't know the full intent of these messages, right? Well, it gets worse. Here, Ida clearly says that she doesn't think it is unrealistic for Pyro, at age 19, to be in a relationship with Ivory at age 15. They both clearly acknowledged Ivory's age just minutes ago in these messages. So, for Pyro to not know Ivory's age, 5 conditions need to be met. 1. Pyrocynical never once saw the initial DM from Ivory saying that he was a minor. 2. Pyrocynical.
Wait, what? But that was the DM he sent to the girlfriend, wasn't it?
1.
What does he mean? Why is he trying to claim as if this DM that he showed earlier on was too literally pyrocynical when that was to his girlfriend? At least to my knowledge. I mean, the way that he was talking.
Yeah, the way that it's worded. The way that it's worded, definitely.
Yeah, like listen to this. The way this is worded, it's as if it's to his girlfriend.
He doesn't take a hint.
Not only am I a minor, but it's like private shit either way, and for him to talk about it like that. That does not seem like he's talking to Pyrocynical there.
The fact that it's kept vague makes it feel like unclear, you know? We don't know which ones are which, really that kind of fucks it over.
Yeah. 5 conditions need to be met. 1. Pyrocynical never once saw the initial DM from Ivory saying that he was a minor. 2. Pyrocynical never once saw the DM where Ivory sent him his Twitter profile. Pyrocynical, who at the time
he missed out the fact that he said stating his age. When stating his age, he would have been stating he's 16.
Minor, too.
Yeah, like
true.
Well, this isn't a problem. Like Pyrocynical also. Yeah, I could already tell this video is a lot more sloppy than the first one. There's a lot of reaches and like it seems like he's being specifically vague at some points. Because he doesn't have much to back up what he's saying as opposed to the first video. But yeah, I mean, this coincides with what Pyrocynical's story was, is that he only saw Ivory's age when he put 16 in his bio. So this doesn't show that he's lied. This isn't a point against him.
Yeah, this video is definitely rushed. The fact he made it in like 9 days with like a document as well, definitely it is like rushed and shit, so.
Pyrocynical never once saw the DM where Ivory sent him his Twitter profile. Pyrocynical, who at the time was expressing interest in a relationship with Ivory, which was corroborated by Pyrocynical's at the time soon-to-be girlfriend, still never knew Ivory's age, and an age which she thought would not dissuade him from being in a relationship with Ivory. 4. Pyrocynical never saw any of the tweets of Ivory explicitly saying that he was 15 years old, on an account that he followed and interacted with very regularly. 5.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I guess so. If he like follows him on Twitter, he didn't see the many tweets of Ivory saying that he was 15, but also it's very circumstantial. We don't know when those tweets were made versus when Pyrocynical was interacting with them. I don't know.
Pyrocynical has a lot of on his side of like circumstantial like evidence. Like he could like plausible deniability. That's what it's called. He has a lot like because these situations happened so long ago. He has a lot on his side where he can like deny like plausible deniability where he can like wash his hands clean of a situation because there's no current evidence because it happened like 6 years ago.
Yeah, like here's the thing though. Like it would be bad. Like I think the most important thing to call out here is to point out that Pyrocynical lied about this. And if he's lying about this, then he's just a kind of deceptive actor, I guess. But inherently, Toastify, I'm not gonna lie. Even if Ivory was 15 and Pyrocynical was 19, I think I still have the same characterization of him. Is that he's a creepy, degenerate guy who shouldn't get off the hook for this and should be definitely called out for this. And he's like a dumb retard for engaging in sexual acts with someone he didn't even ask the age of, and they ended up being a 15-year-old minor. And that could be debatable. Yeah, that's like you could call that predatory too. And yes, I know.
So you would call that predatory, yeah?
I think I would call.
Okay, let me agree. Yeah.
But you know,
well, sorry.
But it's the same conclusion as the first video Tom made, is that he's not a groomer, he's not a pedophile. So I think despite that Ivory is 15 or 16, I think it's the same conclusion. You know, it's my opinion of Pyrocynical is the same. The most important fact here is to know if he's a liar and if he lied about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's trying to deceive people. But like inherently, the difference between 15 and 16 here, it's not like we're not jumping to the ultimate extreme of being a pedophile or groomer, but it's like, you know, it's the same. Both are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow, outside of these instances, Ivory never mentioned his age once in the presence of Pyrocynical. As you can see, these conditions are a little ridiculous, and they're kind of where I rest my case. One of the most common arguments people will give is that the messages that Ivory posted onto Twitter are completely fabricated. This is largely due to a lack of easy-to-follow information. Many believe that due to the presence of a deleted user, that the messages were impossible to prove to be from Pyrocynical. Let's go over why they are clearly real. Right from the bat, Pyrocynical admitted the reality of the DMs in his initial Reddit response. I am not denying that in the past, I took part in conversations with others that many of you will understandably consider to be weird and distasteful. Probably an understatement. If this isn't fair enough for you to believe that the messages are real, @Lumi_CX on Twitter created a great thread walking through all of the important aspects of the videos, even analyzing the Discord UI to show that the
Pyrocynical already confirmed this. I don't know why. Like, I seem like Tom is just, I guess, responding to random spurgs who are making.
But he's like he's just like heaping his argument to make it seem like even more solid, even though it's like pretty damn solid. I guess it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like trying to make up for like some of the vague parts of the rest of the video. I don't know.
Real. I'll show one of the more important videos right now.
Regardless of both of those, going over here, this is a screenshot from the Pyrocynical Discord server. This is a bot log. So you can see server name Pyrocynical, server created 2017-0215, total users.
Yeah, we know. Pyro already admitted to this.
LOL,
we get
that's
this
Pyro's old Discord account username, 9982. That's the same discriminator that matches over here. That doesn't change when an account is deleted.
I've also been made aware of another instance that many use to claim that Ivory is a clout chaser, which I will assess now. This video was largely circulated on Twitter, claiming it to be evidence that Ivory is merely a clout chaser. The song is obviously done in jest, and anyone should be able to see that. But most.
This is retarded. He's addressing on whether or not someone's a cloud chaser in this video. This seems pretty stupid.
Here's the thing. Tom's video is like fighting like Twitter spugs. That's this entire video is like fighting like Twitter spugs. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know. Whereas I think if for example if I did this video, I would focus on what's relevant about Pyrocynical rather than like what people are saying. Like, oh, Pyrocynical, around the Ivory doesn't. No, I'm just focused on what exactly is going on with like this shit.
Yeah, like directly call out Pyrocynical's lies, inconsistencies in his story, and give your conclusion there. Like, who cares about fucking responding to random like tards on Twitter?
Impression that this is a recent video. However, if you simply look at the clip, the bottom right hand corner clearly shows that the recording is from 2016. The person who leaks this video initially, Crass, is someone who has been constantly deriding Ivory on Twitter and calling him a clout chaser with no proof other than this video. This is a recording that Crass has supposedly said is around the same time that Pyrocynical and Ivory met. According to him, he will not release the full recording because there are things that are said which Pyro would like to keep private. Pyrocynical, as we can see here, is in this Discord call, and we can even see that he has the role
the clout chasing allegations.
This is complete misinformation. There are plenty of DMs both after the messages where Ivory says to Pyro's girlfriend, Ida, that he is 15, and there are plenty of DMs afterward he says.
So reading some of these DMs, it's good Coltonism here because he would be reading all these fucking DMs.
Yeah, I'm gonna like look. I'm gonna look at the conclusion of this. Wait, what?
Just what Alex was saying to me today about Keem. Huh? Okay.
Yeah,
okay. For context, no. Okay, I gotta give you context. So the French girl stuff. I know we're jumping ahead a little, but the French girl stuff. So Alex apparently learned of that. And Insomnia, he tried to confront Pyrocynical on the French girl stuff being true. And then Pyrocynical's dad, like, stepped up to him.
Wait, I'm so confused. Here, well, save that for later. Save that for a minute. We'll go over the French
sorry.
girl. We'll go over the French girl in a minute. Yeah.
Sorry.
But,
getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, but this video seems like it'd be responding to Spurgs. I'm gonna head over to Pyros after this conclusion.
Oh, Keem. It reminded me of all the roleplay stuff I used to do last year. Like, there's so many people I did it with. It's unreal. I don't even remember who.
What's like his conclusion?
If any of them suddenly don't like my content for whatever reason, they can just
but the DMs are saying, the point of the DM is that he's saying he did it with so many fucking
clearly
people.
afraid that some of the people he did this roleplay with are going to come out and says he did it with so many people he can't even remember. I'm willing to bet that Pyro was so depraved and lustful that he was willing to talk to just about anyone, regardless of their age. It's really disappointing for me to see as someone who is a fan of his content and has had pleasant interactions with him in the past, but I can't ignore this. It's really, really bad. I'll leave a link to the document in the description below if anyone wants to give it a read, as well as some of the videos talking about it. Thanks for watching. I've been Turkey Tom, and until next time.
Okay. So there's that. Basically, in conclusion, Tom is claiming now that Pyrocynical lied about the ages. That's basically his biggest claim here. And all of it was circumstantial evidence. There is nothing in this video that made me think that it was bulletproof at all. All of this is very circumstantial, and we don't know.
We might have missed over something, but a lot of it was like Twitter spugs, like fighting. I mean,
oh well, the Twitter spugs, yeah, but the first 5 points we did go over, that was his main case to show that Pyrocynical lied, and those 5 bullet points were not like bulletproof.
Also, the Red Kiwis comparison is emphasized a lot more in the document. I remember that. That was the real part that people got like shifty, but I don't remember that being in the video. I certainly remember that being in the document. So yeah.
So so this video is a lot more sloppy, and this absolutely does not prove that he lied. Just a whole bunch of circumstantial stuff. So let's see Pyro's response. But because yeah, as I said before, the main thing is to find out if he lied here. That's the main critique. But it's the same conclusion whether or not Ivory was 15 or 16. It's just whether or not Pyrocynical is being dishonest about that fact.
Is this really 22 minutes? I expected it to be like, I thought it was way shorter. Is it not? I thought.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
video to address the allegations made against me. Recently, to those who are unaware, I've been accused of grooming a 15-year-old boy when I was 19. That I'm some kind of predator.
Dude, kill me before I ever have to make a video like this.
Dude, the Lerix allegations in 3 years are gonna be a wild-ass arc.
God, dude.
Today, I would like
How
to address the
humiliating.
allegations that I liked Lolly on Twitter.
Okay,
You know.
that is not true. That is not true. That is not true, you fucker. Okay, fuck these. The community, I'm leaving for another year. Alright, see you fuckers.
I'm gonna make more anime videos. Yeah.
Okay, dude. But like, how humiliating? Like, seriously, this is. Imagine having to make a video like this.
It's even more humiliating to go up and be like, yeah, I did like furry fart roleplay, which is like exactly what he does in this like shit. So. I don't
Aware of
know.
his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie. The supposed proof for these insane allegations is paper thin and embarrassingly wrong. I originally made a response on my subreddit, and I truly believe the evidence I provided was enough. And for a time, it was. So a few days ago,
you're treading on thin ice right now, motherfucker. One more false allegation, and you're getting banned. All right, unless you donate $20.
Poorly written Google Doc has surfaced claiming that I have lied in my response and I'm 100% guilty. I just want to be clear. I have never lied at any point. This document is disingenuous, manipulative, and it fails to include so much of my original statement.
Okay, so Pyrocynical is saying that he never lied at any point. At any point. So, let's see. Because honestly, the only lie that Tom alleged that he was being dishonest about is the ages. So, we'll see. Depending on his response.
Bringing new information to light, but also making points to prove my guilt that I already proven to be untrue in my first statement. It's managed to fool so many people. Like, I see video after video of people now saying that I'm a liar.
And he claims here that Pyro could have actually been lying in his response here.
They already kind of have this notion that he did it, and he's not responding, so it looks pretty guilty on his part to a lot of people, too.
Wait, did Tom change the title of his fucking video?
Video of people now saying that I'm a liar.
And he claims here that
Pyrocynical's lie setting the record?
That's the first one we watched. This is the
Oh, yeah, true,
okay.
Pyro could have actually been lying in his response here.
They already kind of have this notion that he did it, and he's not responding, so it looks pretty guilty on his part to a lot of people, too.
Now, this is the main part of the Google Doc that really set me off. I believe this piece of evidence is enough to say Pyro's in the wrong.
Whether Pyro does respond to everything, or just pulls a mini-lad and ignores it for as long as he can, is still up in the air.
This document makes, like, insane assumptions based on limited and broken evidence. It's not hard to dismantle it. It's just annoying that I have to be the one to do it. For those who haven't read the entirety of my original response, let me give a little background. When I was 19 and 20, I liked to take part in this degenerate furry roleplay with pretty much anyone that would reciprocate. And looking back on it now, the word cringe, that doesn't near do enough justice to how sad this all was. These conversations never led to any nudes being exchanged. It was just purely fantasy garbage, something which Ivory himself confirms.
Did he ever ask you for nudes?
Why is that audio like ear raids?
No.
That's
What these
just
people look
Tommy's
like, their
original
gender,
thing.
These weren't variables. Like, I could have been doing this with a 90-year-old cave troll and it wouldn't have made a difference. It was roleplay after all.
What?
He was just
Hey?
pretending.
Whoa,
Now, it turns out my
run that
accuser,
back,
Ivory,
run that back, run that back.
Is that a no? He didn't say 9-year-old egg troll. He
No,
said 90, 90.
no. I thought you meant like regardless of like age and gender. I was like, whoa, regardless of age. Whoa.
Cave troll and it wouldn't have made a difference. It was roleplay after all.
This is Lerix in 3 years for real. Neck yourself.
You're just pretending. Now, it turns out my accuser, Ivory, one of the people that I've had these conversations with, was 15. That is 3 to 4 years younger than I was. It was entirely my responsibility to verify his age before having these conversations. And the fact that I didn't, that is so incredibly negligent of me to do so.
Oh, wait.
Was 15. That is 3 to 4 years younger than I was. It was entirely my responsibility to verify his age before having these conversations. And the fact that I didn't, that is so incredibly negligent of me to do so.
Yeah, that's insane. So he just admits it. So he engaged in sexual roleplay with someone he didn't even ask the age of?
Yeah. So
That's
the question
nuts,
is,
man.
the question is, what age did he think they were?
Yeah.
That's the pressing question right now.
How do you not even? How does that? I can't even understand that. That's so insane to me.
Yeah, it's incredibly fucking negligent to say the least. I'd say. I don't know.
What do you call this? I guess negligent. Yeah. but also, like, do we buy this? I mean, it seems like such an unrelatable thing that's possible, that you literally you don't ask the age of someone you're about to have sexual conversations with. Like, that just seems unbelievable.
Well, I guess you gotta understand that, like, this is... I guess, to give some credence to kind of Pyrocynical, this is an era like 2016, fucking Skype, Discord had just started. These motherfuckers were all over the place, like, not asking, like, it was like a lot more like, rather than, there was like no more, like, there wasn't this looming idea that, like, if you messaged, like, a minor, you would get, like, fucked over, you know? Which is kind of, like, bad to say, but it's like Discord and shit.
It was
like the early years
commonplace
of
to
Discord.
message minors back then.
Zaptai was like one of the first people like cancelled for that stuff, and that was like late 2017, I believe. So,
okay, but you know what's nuts? Pyro literally got lucky, you could say. You know? This fucking random person he was talking to about fat-ass furry moobs and that he wants to, like, shit in their face.
Sniff their farts, yeah,
like,
whatever.
This person could have been 9 years old. He didn't know. He never even asked the age. Do you know how much more fucked he could have been? That's a... Gee, yeah, I don't... And then at that point, that's like... You could file, like, something illegal for that. Like, you could file, like, a case for that. Can you? Like, let's say that it was a 9-year-old instead of a 15-year-old. Like, I feel like if I'm a parent and that happens, I might be able to. Yeah, I might want to look into that and be like, dude, holy shit, you're 19 having sexual conversations with my 9-year-old online. We're getting a case for this, you know.
But in a case like that, the defense would also be like, why would you let a 9-year-old on a platform like this where a 19-year-old is able to message them? I imagine, because it's hard to speculate on legal cases. We're not lawyers, by the way. A disclaimer: we're not lawyers. All right, Lerix is a lawyer. I'm not. My disclaimer as a person who isn't a lawyer. I don't know. It could go either way. Honestly, depending on like where it could go either way. I don't know.
But you believe him. You believe him when he says that he just was negligent and that he didn't purposely not ask the age. He just like wasn't even thinking of it.
I haven't watched this video in a while, so I want to hear what he says next after this.
Because that just, I don't know, man. That's just such a hard thing to buy.
If it's, yeah.
Let's
and the fact that I didn't, that is so incredibly negligent of me to do so.
The issue
I may have been
is,
young
can I just
myself,
pause for a
but
second?
still.
The
issue is you can't prove like repeat behavior. If you could prove like repeat behavior of him doing this again and be like, oops, I didn't know this person was this age. Oops, again and again. If you could prove that, then you probably would be able to have a decent case against him. But this is only one isolated case that we have so far, like one main case, you know?
Yeah.
Old enough to know better. But let me be very clear. I had absolutely no idea that he was 15. I absolutely did not lie in my original...
Dude, could you imagine that quote?
I didn't know he was 15,
That
guys.
quote existing online, could you imagine having to say that? That is just... That is the worst.
I had absolutely no idea that he was 15.
Like, your friends and family see this video, 6 million people watch this. Dude.
I absolutely did not lie in my original Reddit.
Actually, no, this is kind of related. Did you see the clip where Pyrocynical pulls up like a fucking like furry like fucking mod on like TF2?
No.
Let me send you this shit.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna here, send me out. Tell me when it's up. I'm gonna keep playing.
Yeah.
Post, and I would like to emphasize that Ivory himself did not disclose to me directly that he was 15, and the evidence itself supports this too. Up until September this year, I'd be perfectly cool with him. We were still speaking and still on very good terms. However, for one reason or another, he felt the need to come out about these allegations to expose that I'm a sexual predator. I took advantage of him, and I knew his age all along. This is all untrue, and I'm amazed how out of proportion this is all blown.
Wait, so it's like a super mega Lex Updog whore thing post hoc. You know, you're friends with the guy, but then randomly out of the blue, you decide to come out with allegations against them and accuse them of covering up your sexual assault. That's kind of bullshit. I don't know. That's a really bad look on this Ivory person.
Several of our conversations were leaked online by Ivory. Here's one of the more damning ones.
I'd love for my Sona to be licking at his fat, sweaty ass while rubbing his belly from behind and then just having him gas all over my Sona's face. That would be so nice. Or if mine was just underneath him, getting railed underneath his huge belly, and your Sona could be gassing non-stop as he fucks mine like... Huh? Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up.
No, why does it keep going? We're good.
Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge, sweaty moobs, then kiss your cheeks, telling you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard, long belch into your mouth.
Okay.
Come on. Literally DeviantArt tier. My God. He's provided a lot of proof like this to
Yeah, but he's still like this, isn't he? Or no?
I don't know. I don't have any proof that it is. Pull up the clip I just sent you. This is way after the allegations.
He reveals the fat mod. Okay.
I know I got my shit. Okay. Yeah. And then.
Yeah, this is just like.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Okay.
Wait, what?
And then.
Yeah, like if I can.
So he's still into like fat ass sweaty moobs, like swallowing.
He has like a mod.
This is retarded. This is so retarded.
Show how much of a degenerate I was, and I mean, I agree.
Pyrocynical should be cured. He should go to the church. Yeah. All right.
Now the whole world pretty much knows what I jerk off to, but what he and no one else has done is come close.
That sentence. The whole world knows what I jerk off to.
Now,
dude, if I had to make this video, I'd kill myself.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I
think Pyro has literally said in like podcasts and shit, like he wanted like in the past, if like this stuff was revealed, like his like fetishes, he would like actually kill himself. I gotta say, I got a lot of issues with Pyrocynical, but I have respect for him coming out like this and having to fucking like do this and be like, guys, I have to fucking come clean about this, because I would fucking, I don't know, that takes some fucking balls, man. I can't lie.
But what he and no one else has done is come close to substantiating how this constitutes as grooming. Ivory himself even struggles to explain how what I did was grooming.
How were you groomed? Because you don't need to be groomed for this to be wrong. I mean, is it really fair that you use the word grooming? And if that's true, that's true, where was this going?
That's so fair. Like Tommy C was being so fair. Like that line right after is like, it showed that he wasn't just trying to shit on him. Like, you're calling this grooming? You're a fucking idiot. He wasn't just trying to shit on him for content. He was just saying, like, this can still be bad, even if it's not grooming. But why even use this word and make your own allegation look, you know, like more unreliable by adding in this like retarded term?
Yeah.
See, I'm not like, I don't know. I was in a call with my friend when I like typed it out, and I typed like, I remember I typed that and asked like, is that okay?
Because it reads more like a YouTube like thumbnail. Do you honestly believe? Did you not understand the definition of the word?
I feel like it was like forcing or like manipulating a child into a like sexual situation.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's what that word means to me.
To disprove this,
to me,
I'd actually have to
see what an AIDS sentence.
By the way, my definition.
My definition of I'm not even gonna say that.
Nothing to disprove, but there's literally nothing. It's a blanket statement of Pyrocynical groomed me. The only thing I can possibly think of is inviting him and a bunch of other people to an event in the UK. And somehow this got spun as me buying him a plane ticket to fly him out to have sex with him.
Even if he lied, which can't be proven, a 20-year-old guy flying a 16-year-old boy out to fuck him.
Dude, Tommy C has the base take that I was saying earlier. Yeah, even if he lied, which can't be proven, it can't be proven. It literally can't yet.
In England. I don't care what the lies. Most people find that disgusting, and that's why Pyro's losing.
Sive, PewDiePie's editor, is one of the many people I invited to this event, and he agrees the claim is just complete bullshit.
I never thought in my life I'd have to ever justify something like this, but I do remember back in 2017, Niall invited me and a bunch of other people to drink with him. And I remember telling Niall very last minute that I couldn't come, so I pretty much flaked on him. To say something sexual was going to happen in a very public event with a load of people, even people Niall didn't even know and wasn't really close with. It's just false, seriously. There's just no question about that.
I really don't understand how you can reach the conclusion that I invited him just to have sex with him. I invited him casually.
It depends
no plane ticket was
If it's like a party, maybe. You know, if it's like an event of like, if it's like an event where these like gay YouTubers are in like fucking like an insomnia house, then
I mean,
nah.
I don't know, man. It's just here's the thing. It's like it's just all circumstantial, and it's like when you're trying to call someone like a pedophile, like a groomer, you just can't do this, you know?
Exactly. That's the whole thing. Where it's like, what if you were looking back at the situation, if you were in this position, like what would you've done better? And it's probably just like Ivory shouldn't have made like so many statements on the and went on like Tommy's. It had an interview with Tommy, and Tom shouldn't have made that fucking like that document that tried to like deliver a killing blow, because in order for like any of these allegations to be damning, like the final blow, they are. It's difficult because they're all like vague, you know.
Yeah.
Purchase, no specific handmade invite was sent. It was flippant, nonchalant, and that exact same invite was copied and pasted word for word to dozens of people. Ivory himself even said he did not get any sexual tones from this.
When he invited
and
you,
Pyro sent it to dozens of people. Yeah, I don't know. That's just flimsy as fuck.
is there any kind of indication that it was sort of a date in any way? That there would be a wink, wink date.
And he even admits it himself. Yeah, I well, to be fair, I didn't see Tom make that claim in his video. Maybe he'd made it in the part that we skipped over, but
this is targeted to more towards Ivory, so yeah.
Okay.
Act with sexual interaction. Did he give you that idea at all?
He didn't, like, if he was, I didn't pick up on it.
I mean, yeah, we shared some fat furry art. We had some weird fantasy roleplay, but there was no sexual
We
interest.
shared some
there were no
fat
nudes
furry
exchanged.
art.
His
The
name,
worst.
his appearance. It wasn't.
Wait, but they
important to me.
said
I
they
didn't
shared
even know-
like sexual stuff. Doesn't that count? What do you think that counts if they sent like sexual fucking porn and they were like, I would love to like gas your phone or your they had like sexual conversations.
well, no,
Surely
without a
that's-
doubt,
that
it's definitely
leads to working.
sexual. But I think even
There's no
Pyrocynical
news,
did admit
obviously.
that, though. Like I don't think he's
but there's-
being I don't think he's being dishonest about that.
What does he exactly say? I just want to hear that
You want me
again.
to go back?
Just
Okay,
to make
okay.
sure.
Didn't
Yeah.
pick up on it.
I mean, yeah, we shared some fat furry art. We had some weird fantasy roleplay, but there was no sexual interest. There were no nudes exchanged.
There was no sexual interest.
Okay, well, to be
Regular.
fair, I think he's talking about there was no sexual interest in the specific person. Like he didn't give a fuck who Ivory was as
yeah.
a person. He wasn't sexually interested in him. He was just interested in someone like responding to him acting in this retarded like fat furry role play. Because as he said at the beginning of the video, he didn't care like who it was. He just wanted this like retarded shit. Like someone to respond to him as a 9,000-year-old like fat ass furry dragon to shit on his face so he can like jerk his fucking cock.
Changed his name, his appearance. It wasn't important to me. I didn't even know
This video aged like molds. What do you mean, Pyros? What do you? Did I miss something? This is a good response so far. What is Pyro said that's wrong? The only hard part to believe so far is that Pyro admitted that he never even asked the age for the person he's engaging in like fantasy sexual roleplay with, and that's extremely negligent. I'm a fucking actual retard.
Negligent.
Yeah,
There
and
you
that's
go.
like extremely negligent and shit. So like that's like the most unbelievable part for me. But is this like a horrible video? This seems like a decent response so far.
what he looked like at
Lerix
this
is
point. I
having
mean,
some
if he looked me a
trouble
picture or
pronouncing
something,
words that
I would have
begin
forgotten
with
it because it was
Z.
just
Yeah,
that
yeah,
irrelevant
yeah.
to me. But I'm going to jump right ahead anyway and invite him to come over just for sex. Okay, now this document, it tries really, really hard to prove that I knew Ivory's age, despite the fact that they have nothing concrete. Pyrocynical never saw any of the tweets of Ivory explicitly.
Actually true, yeah.
Explicitly saying that he was 15 years old on an account Pyrocynical follow and interacted with regularly. They then provide a list of Ivory stating his age multiple times on Twitter. So if I'm so sure that I didn't know he was 15, how would I have missed this? This is something I said in my original Reddit statement. He never once disclosed the fact that he was 15 at the time these exchanges commenced. He didn't include his age in his bio until he was 16, but I was not on Twitter between the 28th of December 2016 until the 29th.
Oh no.
You can but you can okay, this is my issue. You can still check tweets and timelines when you're suspended, right? Surely. Am I getting that wrong? Or can you actually you can check like your timeline when you're suspended, right? Cuz I remember.
I mean, maybe. I don't think it updates like new tweets, but at the same time,
Well,
I mean, he's
you
like
can't
he-
po-
the
you
obvious
can't post
implica-
tweets, but you can't post tweets, you can't like, you can't retweet, but you can check your timeline and stuff. And shit
Yeah, but
comes
the
up to
obvious
you.
implication he's given here is that he was suspended and therefore he wasn't really that active on Twitter. Like that's his alibi, which I think is pretty legit. I think that's a pretty legit alibi. If it lines up with the dates this well.
But the possibility is still that he could have seen those tweets, you know? If he
I mean,
was
sure, the
interacting,
possibility is, but if it's in regards to like trying to really make a point that he lied about the ages of who he was sexually talking to, this is so flimsy. This is so flimsy.
I guess, yeah.
9th of June 2017.
And to be honest though, this is a
Well,
really
that's
good,
true.
this
That's-
is a good
yeah.
alibi though, that he was suspended
That's-
during the exact
yeah.
same times as Ivory was posting the tweets of him talking about his age. So let me like line up the dates real quick. So December 28th through June 2017 29th. So he pulled up the DMs. Let me go back.
Regularly. They then provide a list of Ivory stating.
So this is Ivory saying that there are 17 in March 2017, March, February, January, December 16th. But then he says he got suspended on the 28th of December. So I guess there's
One
like
thing
one tweet that you can
One
make
thing
a
I'll say
point
to
about.
defend, one thing I'll say to defend Pyro in fairness is a lot of these are replies. They're not like main tweets.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, this is so flimsy. Like, to try to really like point out that he's a liar here, it's not. You don't have enough. You know?
16, but I was not on Twitter between the 20.
Parlo, he lied. I have a video proving it. He lied about the ages. Do you want me to pull you in? I'll pull you in.
Adam.
Fuck, I don't have him on Discord. Do you have him?
No.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Okay, wait. I'll add you to this call. There's another call.
I made
Yo, Parlo.
I made a video going over how he did access Twitter at the time when he said he wasn't active, and that was a complete fucking lie on his part. There was also a clip in one of his videos where he admits he was chronically online on Twitter and was accessing Twitter daily until the point of his suspension. But if you watch this video, which I'll link you right here, I've gone over every single one of his videos in that time frame, and it proves he was still accessing Twitter at that time. And he admitted himself that he admitted himself as well that just because you're suspended doesn't mean you can't access Twitter. You could still see notifications from people you follow.
Okay, well, well, to be honest though, dude, even if like a worst case scenario, he was still on Twitter and his alibi for saying that he was suspended doesn't exactly line up, this is still very flimsy evidence to show that he lied about the ages, isn't it?
It's proved he's lied. His whole narrative stands on some flimsy house of cards he's made on one point in which he's bold-faced lied to people about. Because in his own words, like look at the video first of all and give your honest opinion before I do anything. I'll mute.
No, I could take your word for it. I'm arguing as if it's already true though. But you're saying that his evidence, like it stands on flimsy lies and a flimsy house of cards or whatever. But inherently, the burden of proof is on fucking like people like Tom and people like you to show that he lied about about Ivory being him knowing that Ivory was 15 instead of 16.
If you can show a purposeful narrative and like a repetition of his lies, then you can show that he's deliberately manipulated his audience to deliberately make a really vague situation that neither side can prove, and you just have to be like, trust me, bro, I didn't see the age, even though it's been proven multiple times that he can't stay consistent with his narrative. You'll see with other situations too, he deliberately completely fucking lies and use wordplay semantics to try and deliberately manipulate the situation. That's what he did with Keemstar as well. He tried to say, oh, I didn't date the 15-year-old because, like, it wasn't sexual or anything. We didn't get sexual and shit like that. He's deliberately manipulating people. And with this, we've proved, with his own words, that he
was active on Twitter, but
absolutely,
we don't know if he saw the specific replies. I just think it's too flimsy, but yeah.
He did follow Ivory, and I think it's completely fucking retarded that he's done this shit multiple times, and he's like Natty fucking Forsyth, and Natty Forsyth got vindicated for
Thank you. That guy's just like that guy's just like a conspiracy theorist. You have nothing. Like there isn't enough here. That's just retarded.
Oh, hello.
Yo, what's up?
Why'd you drag me into another call? We were having a
sorry.
break.
Apparently, yeah, sorry. Apparently, he that guy's just like a fucking retard. He was like really trying to really make a point off of like complete circumstantial flimsy evidence. Like, you know, maybe he did see the tweet when he was had a suspended Twitter account because he made a video back in 2017 saying that even though he got suspended, he was still on Twitter. Okay, this is still like an insane conspiracy theorist. Like that's an insane thing. Like it's especially to prove something as big as this, that he lied about ages when he's getting accused of being a pedophile and a groomer. You need to have more. So I don't know.
8th of December 2016
Again,
until the 20.
Like it's weird. It's weird to fucking because he probably could have looked at Twitter, but he probably could have had access to Twitter, but that still doesn't mean he like looked at Ivory's tweet specifically. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. But that guy was acting like this was bulletproof evidence, where it's like, no, it's not.
9th of June 2017, as I was.
Yeah, possibility does not equal reality.
suspended. It would have been a hell of a lot less likely for me to see all but one of these
Colton is
tweets
asking
that's been
for
used
an
as
ad.
evidence in this Google Doc. My Reddit post clearly shows that I was suspended from Twitter at the time that they were made. And that, of course, leaves the very last one.
Sorry,
But, like,
Colton.
what are the chances of you
Not my
catching
stream.
one specific tweet when you follow hundreds of people? I
I'll
brought this
stream-
up in my Reddit
stream
post as
your-
well, but
stream your
it's been
screen.
deliberately left out as some, like, shit attempt at manipulation.
Well, yeah, true. He's like, why would I see one specific tweet when he has hundreds of people he follows? I mean,
That, of course, leaves the very last one. But, like, what are the chances of you catching one specific tweet when you follow hundreds of people?
Colton.
I brought this up in my...
that's just true.
What the fuck?
Colton, you're a fucking retard.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
My Reddit post as well, but it's been
I'll share
deliberately
my
left
screen.
out as some, like, shit
Yeah.
attempt at manipulation. I find it funny, like, they're acting like I'm hiding something, when, ironically, that's exactly what they're doing here. Literally, all they needed to do was read my Reddit post. It's not even that long, man. It's a page. The next 2 points the doc makes are so interchangeable, I'm just going to tackle both at once. Pyrocynical never saw the initial DM from Ivory saying he was a minor. Pyrocynical never saw the DM where Ivory sent him his Twitter profile, clearly stating his age. The next part really confuses me, because now the claim is, because he linked his Twitter, which had his age in his bio, I now retroactively know that when this message or that message was sent, I knew he was 15. What? When Ivory linked me his Twitter profile, the age in bio says 16. This is something I acknowledged in my Reddit post, but to be fair, I probably didn't elaborate enough on it. In retrospect, I never should have continued the furry stuff with him once I learnt of his age, even though at the time I didn't see it as a problem. Legally, age of consent is 16.
What? Did I just miss something?
Wait, hang on. Wait, did he say, like, I never should have, like, continued the... I'm... Okay.
Acknowledged in my Reddit post. But to be fair, I probably didn't elaborate enough on it. In retrospect, I never should have continued the furry stuff with him once I learnt of his age, even though at the time I didn't see it as a problem. Legally...
Oh, well, then it's like the conversation of 20 versus 16.
Well, the issue that people have over, like, I guess 16, 19 compared to 15, 19 is that, like, 15 years old is under the age. I think he's about to address that now.
This is, I mean, I have the same take. You know, if he's a 16-year, if he's a 20-year-old talking to a 16-year-old, I mean, I'm 20 right now. Talking to a 16-year-old seems bizarre, and that's like a sophomore in high school. It's like maybe at worst, you can call like maybe predatory if you're being like really disingenuous and you really like don't like the guy. And like, can you call it degenerate? Yeah. Can you call it like maybe creepy? Yeah, too. But like in regards to grooming and pedophilia, stop being a fucking idiot. Like that's insane.
The age of consent is 16 in both my country and his state. I didn't consider the age gap significant enough because what we were talking about and doing was so far removed from actual sex. It literally was just fantasy furry garbage because I didn't consider Ivory sexual in any way in person. I never had a plan to progress our friendship into something more, and I never considered it an issue. I understand though that, you know, this is going to be one of those weird grey areas where people are going to agree or disagree. I think it's a combination of all of these variables coming together, which led me to believe at the time there was nothing wrong from a moral standpoint. As for the other message, I don't remember seeing this message, and I'm not sure why it's...
okay, so apparently...
Screenshot. Here we go.
Okay, so apparently, I guess we were wrong. This is apparently not sent to the girlfriend, but to Pyrocynical. Because this is the full DM here.
That context of the DM, that makes it a lot more... That definitely makes it a lot, because he's talking about other people. He's talking about like other YouTubers like Jonas, I think Rooting Around...
Pyro's defense is that he didn't see it. Let's see.
Being used as proof that I knew he was 15, because if you compare the dates, this message was sent 2 months after he sent me his link with his age in bio. The last 2 points for this segment, I want to tackle both at once here as well.
Also, if he says it's a minor... Oh, sorry.
Not sure why it's being used as proof that I knew he was 15.
Wait, shrew. Wait, what? Yeah, because this was sent when he was literally 16. Wait, but then why does he say that he's a minor?
Because like being like a minor, being a minor is under the age of 18. Being at the age of consent is completely like something different.
Well, I mean, I assume they're both like in fucking UK or whatever, where they both have the age of consent is 16. I assume he's talking about the past year. Ivory has to be talking about the past of when he interacted with him, and then he's referring to not only was I a minor back then.
No, not only am I a minor.
Not
That's
only
current.
am I a minor. But that doesn't make sense. Why would he call himself a minor when he's the age of consent in his area?
Because there's a difference between being an adult and being at the age of consent.
Is that true? I feel like when you're 18 in the US, you're now you're a legal adult and you can consent to like sexual shit.
I believe that's cross.
Is it different in the UK?
The UK has a 16, yeah. The UK has a 16.
Are you a legal adult when you're 16 in the UK though?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. But
The other message?
none of it matters so much. Anyway.
Don't remember seeing this message, and I'm not sure why it's being used as proof that I knew he was 15, because if you compare the dates, this message was sent 2 months after he sent me his link with his age in bio. The last 2 points for this segment, I want to tackle both at once here as well. Pyrocynical, who at the time was expressing interest.
This is actually true. Age of consent and minor in the US are different also. It's 16. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Minor is always under 18 as far as I know. Yeah. Isn't it 21 in America? No, you're allowed to drink and you're allowed to like buy cigarettes when you're 21 and like lighters and shit. To my knowledge. But like in regards to being a legal adult, I feel like that's 18. Does it depend on the state? 16 in 32 states, 17. Yeah, but is there a difference between age of consent and being a legal adult in the states? Because it's always been like 18 where I'm from.
I believe it's like age of majority. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like age of majority is like when you can like finally like do like adult shit, and age of consent is like something like, well, obviously like the age at which someone could consent to sex. Yeah.
In Ivory and being in a relationship with him at the time, which was corroborated by Pyrocynical's at the time soon-to-be girlfriend, still never knew Ivory's age. An age with Ida clearly acknowledged, and an age which she thought would not dissuade him from being in a relationship with Ivory. Somehow Ivory never mentioned his age, and no one else mentioned his age in the presence of Pyrocynical outside of all these clear instances, even once. So here they're trying to make it seem
you cannot buy cigarettes at 18. I know you can't.
Impossible. I wouldn't have known his age.
US.
Maybe it depends on states, but where I'm from, no.
Some kind of like insane mental gymnastics.
There's also you gotta add like cross state. This is like the thing about like age of consent laws. That's cringe.
But if you
that's a
look
quote,
at the
but yeah, like cross state
is cringe. Thank you, Toast.
cross state laws is like 18 across. So if you if it's like across like different state lines, then it's 18 like across the US, I believe.
This is age.
The federal age.
Moving on.
DMs Ivory provided himself for this document, you can see that he's confiding with Ida about age being a problem. Keep in mind as well, I was not in a relationship with Ida until about mid-2019. This document claims it as soon to be, but like, it's a whole 2 years before we actually start dating, and 2 whole years before this conversation took place. I mean, we both talked before, but we weren't close. She had no reason to confide with me with someone else's private information. So back when Ivory opened up to Ida about something private,
wait, I'm sorry though. Didn't Tom? Everything I've heard about this situation is that Tom fucked up this story so bad because he called and alleged that Pyrocynical was a groomer and pedophile, something along those lines. That's why I thought it was such a big deal. But in both the videos we saw from him, granted we have one more to go after this, seeing his response, everything I've seen, that hasn't been his narrative at all. Of course, the video we just saw was pretty flimsy, and it doesn't show concrete evidence that he lied. But still, the conclusion of that video is the same as the first one, that he's just creepy a degen, but wasn't a groomer or pedophile.
No, he's talking about the second video, like majorly, and that's because the second video has like 200k more views than the.
Yeah, but even in the second video, he didn't call him a groomer or pedophile, or even allege that.
He might say that. He might have said that in the document, though. That's if I remember correctly. If he said that in the document, because yeah, if he says that in the document, I don't remember him saying in the video, but I believe he said that in the document. Not too sure because I don't have an archive, but yeah.
Of course, Tom made a pretty. He made some dumb points in this video, but I don't see why he got so much shit for his videos. It must have been the document. He must have had said much harsher things in the document as opposed to this video. So.
Guarantee that she would have came and told me, despite the fact that this document and videos based off this document claim it as concrete, irrefutable proof.
This right here tells me that the conversation is real, thus proving that Pyro did know of Ida's age.
But the conversation was between Ida and Ivory, so, Ida may have not told Pyro.
Yeah, that claim's flat out retarded. I mean, at this point, you're implying that Ida has some sort of secret vendetta to take down Pyro and purposefully withdrew this information in order to bring him down. Kinda fucking ridiculous, don't you think?
Why would Ida think to tell me about a random conversation that she had with someone over 2 years ago? ago. The messages from Ivory regarding a relationship were completely one-sided. If it helps for context, because we're being so open here, I'm straight, IRL, like, I have no interest in guys.
Okay. Oh, I don't believe that.
Like, a weird fantasy, and it does not...
That's like John Swan saying that he's not fucking bisexual.
Be over into the real world whatsoever. But
at least
one thing there is no
penis.
excuse about is Ida attacking Ivory in DMs once he posted about me. What she said is deplorable, and I don't agree with it at all. It did come from an emotional place, but that is not an excuse. Now, one way the document tries to criticize my initial statement is the fact that I used evidence that was later retracted. One of them was a Twitter thread of someone trying to prove that I was innocent, and someone else is an individual that Ivory had sent kink stuff to.
What is that? What is this?
One trying to prove that I was innocent, and someone else is an individual that...
Bruh.
Wait, I think those blanked out DMs are the N-word. I think those blanked out DMs are the N-word.
Okay. Nice.
I'm dead. I'm dead. This is great.
Ivory had sent kink stuff to. The thing is, though, with this information retracted, my original statement isn't debunked. The document fixates on the specific fact that people withdrew information while ignoring so many points like what I mentioned earlier. On top of that as well, the person who made the thread defending me recently came out and said at no point did he actually apologize for making that thread.
Wait, Jalyn is live right now?
God,
hold
for
up.
fuck's sake.
Jalyn live.
Otter and weird shit like that. Not a great guy. And Chris had bought like one of his drones.
She's live to 12 people.
Now, I think Chris reached out to me because I think I made a video talking about it. And Chris had basically said that like,
is she just recovering like retarded internet drama?
That,
is she not talking about
so.
Lilith and like getting evicted from her apartment and like getting raped?
Yeah, it looks just like
that's such a
like
shame.
internet drama.
This like
dude, why don't they stream the eviction in real time?
No.
Stream the eviction.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And his words have been twisted and put in this document to be used against him. The reason why I used these Twitter screenshots
Didn't he
against
say
him
that?
is
Make
the
an
fact
apology
that
though. That guy literally made he was like he posted the apology on Twitter, being like, "I apologize, though about that." I swear that was in the video, wasn't it?
Sorry, I just got distracted. Aiden Projects is online. Is live streaming too. Look at this motherfucker.
Throwing plushies at them and shit.
Look at this man. Look at this fucking... What is he covering?
It was really uncomfortable.
He's covering like the Dream.
Wait, what?
And
when we were
Gumball, like voice actor guy.
That didn't happen.
Drama.
What is this camera? Aiden, please, come on.
Where's the pink light?
I felt his accusations came from a place of dishonor.
He has the bisexual lighting and everything. Well, come on, man. Come on.
Damn.
You are...
It did. I
don't know. Yeah, he's like an LA... Oh my god, these people are so egotistical.
Nice bisexual lighting.
Don't go to LA.
I think.
Wait, don't you live around there now, Aiden?
I live 6 hours from there, but it's the same state.
Dude, you're literally about to become like him.
Is he gonna respond?
I actually am. Genuinely, I'm smoking
That
crack.
Lerix is in chat. It's my
That's
fault.
what you were like when you were 12. When Keemstar shouted you out when you were 12. You
didn't
that's how
even
you
respond.
You're like, I'm the
Here's a
king.
reaction,
I'm gonna
bro.
have a gold statue made of me.
Wait, his stream is so fucking lagged. He sucks.
We spoke casually on and off until September of this year. I provided screenshots of our conversations that were posted in my Reddit statement. There was no bad blood. And then when other people came out on Twitter saying that they also had dishonest experiences with him, I used that to further my own belief that these accusations were made for the sake of it. Me including the anecdotal evidence led to the belief that Ivory lied about his age. That is never a claim I have made that he has done to me. I've only said that I did not know his age at 15, which in turn has caused more people to believe that I lied in my original statement. I just want to say though, this is not an excuse. It is entirely my responsibility to verify age. But this never escalated from two morons talking about inhaling furry farts. And I never intended it to.
Yeah, so I mean, that's basically like the whole thing. That's basically the whole story. Is that Pyrocynical didn't ask for the ages. And that's like really fucking retarded. And it's kind of hard to believe too. That's like everything, right? That's basically it.
Yeah.
I think we can move on for the most part.
Well, there's 6 more minutes. I don't know what else is in there.
grooming. There's a message that was used of me basically having a breakdown that was put in Ivory's original post, saying pretty much how everyone's going to find out and I have to keep looking over my shoulder, like my paranoia was through the roof. And this has been twisted, of course, to make it seem that I am guilty for grooming a 15-year-old. I think it's quite obvious what I'm actually worried about. I didn't want the public to find out that I was a complete degenerate and into this furry roleplay shit, and anyone would be embarrassed by that. I haven't had any conversations remotely resembling this for the past 3 years, but of course I still did, and still kind of do hate myself for it. That being said, of the last couple of weeks, I've learned to embrace...
That's a lie! Wasn't he literally talking to Ivory? And weren't they doing that, those screenshots, weren't they doing that shit? Maybe I didn't pay enough attention. Run back, let me pull up this fucking thing.
I don't think so. I think you'd be retarded if you lied about that. No way.
Maybe I'm not paying attention.
That's all I can do now. Now, this is a good time actually to discuss a Discord conversation that was leaked, where I'm asking someone for a way to mass delete Discord messages. Very obvious explanation. I was shit scared of the public finding out that I was a complete degenerate, and pretty much just being king shit.
Yeah, he's just addressing random little dumb arguments, but he addressed the main shit. That seems to be the whole story. Lastly, fuck, I've been streaming a long time. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get to the pyro French girl shit. Hopefully there isn't. We don't have to watch the whole video of the 56 minutes.
Yeah.
Here we go though. So now we got Turkey Tom's last video on the topic, December 23, responding to Pyrocynical. I hope this is the video that actually shows Turkey Tom's huge fuck up, because this is the one that has 1.1 million views. And so far though, Tom's coverage has been pretty decent on this. His first video was really good, but his second one sucked dick. He made a lot of baseless claims and circumstantial evidence and acted as if they were a bigger deal than what they actually did. He had no actual bullet point proof to show that Pyrocynical lied about it. So that was a rough video. But to get the response that he did from the community, because this is one of the biggest things, next to Ethanisonline, that people look to when they looked at fuck ups in the community, It's Turkey Tom's Pyrocynical coverage, Ethanisonline, and Nicholas Duro eating kids. It's these are the three main things, you know what I mean? That people bring up.
Fucking hell. By the way, I just found a part of Tom's version of the document where he says his verdict. I'll read that out for you right now. Is Pyrocynical a groomer? Whilst I first stated no, after these new leaks, I don't feel comfortable saying no. That being said, Ivory's basic message can be legitimately proven to be true. When he was 19 years old, Pyrocynical messaged a 15-year-old sexually.
So Tom basically implied / called him a groomer.
He doesn't say yes, but he says I said no before and I was wrong.
He wouldn't feel comfortable. Well, all he's saying is that he wouldn't feel comfortable saying 100% no.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the $5. Ask Toastify if anyone from Old Commentary reached out to him about his AR video. Appreciate they don't know.
I was gonna get into that after. I can't reveal too much, but yes, people did reach out to me. Yeah. So I was given a lot of information, and yeah.
All right,
that's about it.
To the last Turkey Tom video, let's see it. Responding to Pyrocynical.
I'm going to use this video to address the allegations made against me. Recently, to those who are unaware, I've been accused of grooming a 15-year-old boy when I was 19. I'm some kind of predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie.
He released this 5 days after, by the way. Only 5 days after.
Over the past month, I've made 2 videos and a written document calling out Pyrocynical for his poor responses to allegations that were made against him, as well as the commentary community's analysis of the situation. Recently, Pyrocynical released a video addressing these allegations, with the Google Doc I created being at the forefront, and made some points that I'm going to respond to in this video. A lot of people have taken his response at face value, similarly to his initial Reddit response. I went into this situation completely anticipating this response because, well, he's Pyrocynical. Regardless of the truth, Pyro is a widely beloved and respected creator, and people want to see him come out from this on top. My first issue with Pyro's response comes down to framing and misrepresentation, which he ironically accuses me of in the video. He opens it up by talking about the accusations of grooming and being some sort of predator, and then makes the rest of the video about my document and videos made about my document, as if I was accusing him of either of these things.
Recently, to those who are unaware, I've been accused of grooming a 15-year-old boy when I was 19.
Well, I mean, I think Tom's being a little retarded here. Pyro isn't making the video directly responding to Tom. He's responding to a ton of different people, including Tom. Just because Tom specifically didn't call him a pedophile and a groomer doesn't mean that he still doesn't have a right to respond to the actual accusations of other people on Twitter getting thousands of likes actually calling him a pedophile and a groomer. You know what I mean?
The main target's Ivory mostly, I'd say, in that video, so not really Tom. I mean, Tom hasn't even mentioned my name, I don't think. So
yeah, he mentions the document.
some kind of predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie. The supposed proof for these insane allegations is paper thin and embarrassingly wrong.
He says that the allegations are insane, as if they're so ridiculous to the point that any of it could possibly be true. However, as time goes on, he has to make multiple concessions and admit to most of it. This is a misrepresentation of my videos and my intentions. He's moving the goalposts. It's an attempt to shift the focus of the video on disproving those allegations and conflating them with what I actually said. By responding to my points in tandem with points that I never even made, and not even clarifying who made the argument, he makes it seem as if these are all from me, but they're just not. In my original video, I flat out said that there was no evidence of grooming and that he's not a pedophile. She even pointed to his age being younger than 15.
Okay, but Tom's being like really autistic right now. He's acting as if Pyro was acting. He's acting as if Pyro said that Turkey Tom called me a pedophile and a groomer, and he's a liar for this. He didn't say that though. He was responding to Ivory and a whole bunch of other people on Twitter calling him a pedophile and groomer. Like he wasn't just talking about Tom in this video.
320. Why use the way?
And said that while the age gap was bad, she doesn't think that it constitutes grooming. And I agree completely. It may not constitute grooming. And in the follow-up document I released about it, I made the claim that I didn't really know either way, leaving it up for the readers to decide. Is Pyrocynical a groomer? While I first stated no, after these new leaks, I don't feel comfortable saying no. That being said, Ivory's basic message can be legitimately proven to be true. When he was 19 years old, Pyrocynical messaged a 15-year-old sexually. Pyro frames this as a disingenuous move on my part.
This document is cowardly. I mean, like, the ending is no exception. Like, they don't even definitively state if I groomed anyone. They just leave enough room for people to draw that conclusion themselves without openly saying.
But in reality, this was me doing my best to put all the information on the table and allow some room for interpretation for what people think. I intentionally didn't make a judgment call, and I tried to make more non-definitive.
I mean, I see both sides there. I can see how Pyrocynical thinks it's disingenuous for Tom because he's walking right up to the door saying that basically Pyrocynical is a groomer. And letting what do you think though? What do you think, chat? What do you think in the comments below? Is he really a groomer after like severely implying it? I could see how Pyrocynical has that perspective. But at the same time, I could see Tom where before he said confidently that he's not a pedophile and a groomer, but now he just can't say without 100% confidence that he's not a groomer anymore because of these new leaks. So
he's making like a neutral like document, you know?
Yeah.
Like perspective.
Definitive statements in the document as more information was and still is coming out. I wanted anyone to be able to draw their conclusions about the topic. This is not malicious or cowardly in any way, as Pyrocynical claims. Another way he tries to frame me as being disingenuous is by claiming that the document leaves so much out, because I don't say until later in the document that he never sent nudes.
They also post a screenshot of Ida saying that I did this with everyone. There's this one part of the doc that claims that people make the mistake of not watching an entire video before they pass judgment. And this is like bitterly ironic. You make that claim, but you leave so much out of my original statement. It's written with like such cruel intentions, and it waits until page 16 out of 19, only then to confirm that I never actually sent or received nudes.
While this is the case, this wasn't a malicious move, and this isn't really a point I even had to acknowledge because the original accusations had nothing to do with sending naked pictures of himself to anyone. He claims that I hid this detail in the middle of a paragraph, but it's right there. I can't hide the words, you just have to read it.
It also tries to twist conversations like this one. You know, like—
I don't know about that. It seems like Tom didn't even cover that in his videos. That must just be specifically document shit. I didn't know about that.
Claiming that this isn't part of the roleplay, but
maybe he covered
discussing
it in the part skipped over. I don't know.
Hypothetical of having sex with Ivory. No context, no conversation before, no conversation after. You're just meant to interpret this as 100% I wanted to have sex with him in person.
And as for the idea that I twisted it from roleplay into actual conversations about sex, well, that's exactly what it was. You're telling this guy that you're going to eat his cock up with your ass, and at the same time claiming that this has absolutely no basis in reality, which is ridiculous because that's exactly what you're fantasizing about doing.
Wait.
This as 100% I wanted to have sex with him in person.
And
no play, but discussing the hypothetical of having sex with Ivory. No context, no conversation before, no conversation after. You're just meant to interpret this as 100% I wanted to have sex with him in person.
And as for—
So Tom really does think that Pyro wanted to have sex with him in person because of these DMs?
The idea that I twisted it from
if you send these roleplay DMs, I'm gonna fucking like eat your cock and shit. Like, it's reasonable to get that conclusion, don't you think? It's not like a reasonable conclusion to be like, if you're talking sexually with someone, that at least implies you want to do something sexually with them.
No, I do. And of course, it's like hard to believe Pyro's defense, but Pyro's defense is literally just saying that he didn't really care about the person, is just interacting. That's why he wanted to do the roleplay retarded like furry shit. It's because he didn't really care about the person and didn't care about Ivory as a person sexually, or even what he looked like, what he sounded like, whatever the fuck about him. He just wanted him to pretend to
his
be
age.
A fucking, like, little yeah, didn't care about the age specifically, but he just wanted to dress up like a dragon, like fat ass fucking like retarded dragon to fart on his face. But Tom's interpreting that as that he wants to he's sexually interested in Ivory, which I could get. Again, I could get both because it's like a dog ate my homework type of excuse with Pyro. It's like an unbelievable thing to believe that you're having sexual roleplay conversations with someone, but you're not interested in the person themselves. It's a pretty fantastical story to believe, but
roleplay into actual conversations about sex, well, that's exactly what it was. You're telling this guy that you're going to eat his cock up with your ass, and at the same time claiming that this has absolutely no basis in reality, which is ridiculous because that's exactly what you're fantasizing about doing. Roleplay itself is literally fantasizing about having sex and sexual interactions. I don't know how he would even try to make this.
But I mean, there's also no proof of them meeting up in person too, so that does like back up like Pyro. Like there's been nothing to show they met up in person, even talked, anything sexual.
No, but well, they didn't meet up in person, but didn't Pyro offer to meet him in... what do you mean by meet up in person? You mean like meet up and like have like sexual, or just like meet up in general?
Well,
just,
all I'm saying is that there wasn't like a follow-up. There wasn't a follow-up. Where if there was a follow-up, then that would incriminate Pyro a lot more.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad we clarified on that. It's just not just like, well, they met up, so they like talked, so I don't know.
Point. You could make the argument that you're just imagining your personas having sex, but this doesn't line up with the actual DMs between Ivory and Pyro, where he says stuff like, I bet your cock is so hard from imagining that, and I bet that turns you on. This even lines up with the messages between Ivory and Ida, so the idea that this is all just nothing doesn't really make sense to me. Let's elaborate a bit. Fetish mining is a technique used by people with unconventional fetishes to either normalize or rope participants into their gratification. For example, if someone had a foot fetish and asked people for photos of their feet for innocuous reasons, this, by definition, is what Pyro was doing in his defense, as we even see in prior allegations. He would first initiate a conversation joking about the fetish, and if they showed interest, he'd then escalate it. He'd get them to either draw art of his fetish, or if they were
Dude, you don't know how badly I just want to move on to the next fucking story. I don't know how much more I could take of this shit, dude. I think I get the main story. Well, I'll give it like 2 more minutes, but dude, what the fuck am I looking at?
I mean, I guess I don't know if you know like the French girl situation, but like it's a lot more darker than this.
Anything's better than this.
You sure? Because it is pretty horrific.
I'll give it a couple more minutes.
Engaged enough roleplay with him, and
you know what? Fuck it. I just want to hear Tom's conclusion. Okay, let's hear Tom's conclusion statement.
Well, none of these people have justification to do so, other than that Pyro gave a response. Whether it was good or not wasn't going to really matter to these people. I've said that Pyro was irresponsible with his platform and deserved to be called out for it. No one was doing it, and now people are excusing it again simply because he responded at all. The community at large is made up of spineless fools who will constantly flip-flop on issues rather than actually having a solid opinion. One minute he's completely innocent, one minute he's framed by the public. It's just pathetic. People claim that Pyro disproved everything and that my videos are now null, and that everything is paper thin. Pyro's video itself managed to convincingly disprove one argument. The rest he admits to. He acts like a victim when the reason all of this happened is his own fault. Because as an adult, he sexted minors on Discord, and there's no real wiggle room there. Hats off to another YouTuber who has to admit to being a sexual degenerate. Lots of people have seemed to claim that I am merely a clout chaser who is insulting Pyro and going—
Okay, I don't care about the clout chasing allegations. So basically, main story, after all the research, found out Pyrocynical is just very negligent, dumb, and potentially predatory for DMing someone sexually, talking about cock, talking about fucking furry penis, going inside of their asshole, to someone he didn't even ask the age of. Basically, that's just like the story. I'm
leaving this Parler group chat. Please stop messaging me about like, hey, can you check out this? Yeah, I've already addressed it. How the fuck is he meant? How the fuck can you prove that he saw? Even if he was able to like go on Twitter, how are you able to prove that he like managed to like see Ivory specific tweets about being 15? Yeah, it's just based on so much flimsy evidence.
That Parler guy seems pretty schizo. TLDR asked for the age. True. Okay though. So quick rundown. Toastify, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of. I've been streaming 2 hours 30 minutes. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to get through this. So what's like I guess the main rundown or chapters I should go over for the Pyro French girl situation?
Okay. The intro. Oh, I don't even know. Fucking hell, because this is a very complex situation. A lot of it. I'd say. If you wanna, let me look at my fucking video. So, give me 1 second. Sorry about this.
Why do you look at old stories? Sorry, motherfucker. Do you have any other content? Save it for another stream.
Yeah, you wanna. I mean, if you wanted to save it for another stream.
Okay, yeah, let's save it for another stream. Appreciate everybody coming out. I know I didn't have like any crazy new stories or anything. The Jalyn kind of stuff, new interactions were kind of underwhelming, but appreciate you guys coming out. Toastify, appreciate it.
Lerix, you want to cover the fucking dream drama? Yeah. It's really investing. The dream Gumball actor, yeah.
I already went over like a little of it, but it's just like retarded. It's nothing. It's like nothing. But no, appreciate you coming in, and we'll cover this stream in the future though. Toastfy as always.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for hopping on. Appreciate it though.
No worries, man. Thank you for having me.
Catch you later. But appreciate everybody coming out. Great viewer, great the viewers are just going up each stream. Appreciate you guys getting consistent viewers and everything. Lerix Live is going to the fucking moon. But ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys coming out. Hopefully we get some crazy news stories in the future. In conclusion, Tipster is a pedophile. Catch you guys next time.